Okay. Well, welcome back, everybody. Here we are at Klein Scott Field. Newton Sluggin Rebels will be hosting the Haysville Aviators Game 3. And I'm with me, my good friend, partner, Jared. And Jared, I know you've been watching from afar. Little, you couldn't make it to the games yesterday, but we did have a comeback, especially after the first game loss 11-1.
Yep, I heard the amazing story of Ethan Guerra. You know, he was trying to take a break. You know,
Yeah.
He plays about every game, and he subbed in he pitched it for
Connor Owens.
Connor Owens. So he wasn't having the best game. He just wasn't feeling himself.
Just happens. It happens.
Yeah, happens. And bases loaded. Garrick walks up, takes the first ball. Then second pitch, as you said, he
hit the gap and 3 runs scored, and of course we had Zach Gillig on the mound there, finishing up
to close it out, and
that's a good combination.
We got a win, 10-7. But the previous game before that, we lost under run rule, 11-1.
Yeah, and I talked to some of the guys, and it seemed like you have games like that sometimes. But it was after that 4-game series, the tough series against Cheney, where we had the possibility to win 3. If we had our hitting together, could have won maybe all 4 together. But you're playing the Cheney Diamond Dogs, which is the number 1 team. And we won 1, and we competed every game. Lost
every game was close, within I think 2 or 3 of them within 1 score.
Yeah, we lost a couple, but the 2, and then I think the one was 2 runs. So we competed. Then the next day you go out, it's just baseball.
And now we got Paul Whitman for the Haysville Aviators up to the plate. It's the designated hitter. I haven't seen a DH lead off in a while. especially in the first game. So that one's going to be outside for ball number 1. Griffin Hewitt on the mound. He's
Hewitt.
He's having himself an amazing season so
far. Yeah, he's one of the top pitchers in the league right now. I mean, with 4-0, 26 innings, giving up only 3 runs, 17 hits, 9 walks, and a 1.04 ERA. He leads the league right now in ERA.
That is very impressive.
He might be a little nervous. His grandma's down here. I just had the opportunity to meet her down there for the game, and she watches our broadcast, watches you and I on here, so she's very complimentary.
It's always awesome hearing from our fans. Now it's 3-0, and Whitman will draw a walk.
Yeah, that's something he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't do much. We just gave the stats on that. Like I said, it's first inning. That's how we always talk about it. You and I always talk about the first inning.
So now we have number 9, Tommy Davis. A right-handed hitter. Whitman on first after drawing a walk.
There he goes. He just got to find it right there. He's got his rhythm. He knows this mound. He's pitched on it a few times.
Strike number 1 for Tommy Davis, the shortstop. So he'll hit this one in between the third baseline, and they'll count that as fair. And Whitman rounds third, and he'll just stop.
Yeah, that's a tough start right there. Right down the line, Garrett's playing third base and just couldn't react to that. That was a pretty hard hit.
The first baseman, number 28.
These guys, I was going to say, these guys can hit. I witnessed that yesterday.
It's a great hit by Davis. So now we got number 28, Austin Warkens.
We'll go through some of their hitters right here.
Orkins is playing first today. It says he's usually in a outfielder. Or actually, no, it does say he's a first baseman.
Yeah, Warkins hitting .297. 3 home runs. He does have 22 hits and 74 at-bats. Yeah, right now he's just having trouble with it, especially that breaking. That's his bread and butter, that breaking ball, the movement.
So that one will be called for ball number 1.
Steps off the mound. Changes signs here.
Man on second and third, and that one will be called for another ball. 2-0 count now. So far, not the best start.
No, and this is a game. And we need every game. We need these 2 games right here real bad, but you got to get this one. Everything's a little high right now. His little release is a little high.
I was just about to say that, yeah, it hasn't really been a low. He hasn't really hit that low
like
strike
he usually
zone
does.
Or anything. He's trying to get that high strike zone, or maybe he's not. I mean,
but it's good. Jackson Young right there. He's the catcher who's the coach on the field right there, you'd say. And he went out to talk to him, slow things down.
Just trying not to get bases loaded with 0 outs.
Yeah.
It's just not a situation you want right now. Austin Warkens. Hewitt will now draw his second walk of the day.
Yeah, this is definitely not unlike him right now. I haven't seen an inning like this really with him. So I hope he's all right. But I mean, I think he has to make some adjustments. You can tell he's kind of flinching a little with his arm, and
he's just trying to get back. I mean, I can't remember the last time he pitched for us. It may have been a while. So maybe he's just trying to get back into his funk, in his groove.
Well, I think it's when he beat Cheney. I think that's when it was.
So, yeah, that was a couple. I mean, that was
It
probably
was last week, yeah.
Especially if you haven't pitched in, over a week. You kind of feel a little sore as
There you go.
Gets that inside strike. So now it's 1-1.
Jarbo hitting .320, 75 at-bats, 24 hits, 16 RBIs, 2 home runs.
Goes to Northwood University as that ball gets away from Jackson Young just a little bit. So it'll be ball number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, he walked 9 batters altogether going in this game, and he's already walked 2.
Jaden Hill next up to bat. So he'll hit this one, and it'll just split between Easton and Elliott. And they'll score 2 runs. So that's going to be another base hit for the
Yeah, this team, like I said, they
Haysville
can definitely hit.
The center fielder, number 27.
I mean, we kind of showed that the first game at 11-1. They took it to us, and they hit well yesterday. I mean, it was a 7-7 game. But Hewitt right now just not having the best start.
Jaden Hill from Vernon College.
Yeah, Hill's hitting .255, 98 at-bats, 25 hits, 12 RBIs, and 1 home run. We hope we minimize right here, keep it at 2 runs, but we got to get some outs. That's what's strange. We don't even have an out yet.
It's just not the best sign right now for
Well,
Hewitt.
and the thing is, hopefully Hewitt gets out of this, and then, but that's a lot of pitches.
Make some adjustments, yes.
Yeah.
He's already at, this is going to be his 15th. So that's going to be called a strike.
You know, he did have the ground ball there, but it was right in that 5-6 hole right between the shortstop and the third base.
So he'll get him to swing on that one.
There you go.
I think that's the first swinging missed strike.
Just got to make some adjustments. And that's what we've seen. We've seen this season, that's what you're talking about, such a great Hewitt. Look at that.
And that'll be a strikeout for Hewitt as he gets Hill to, kind of chase after that one.
You can tell he's a little upset right there by when he got the ball back, just kind of, I mean, he's a competitor. You and I both talk about that.
I mean, especially frustrating if, that first hit of the day was just a steamer right through the, third base line, and it's just not what you want as a pitcher. It's just, kind of annoying.
Yeah, Hewitt, like I said, going to Washburn University. There he goes. That's what he does.
Nice outside strike. So against Max Valdez.
Valdez hitting .232.
Yeah. Gets Valdez to swing at that one. They'll be towards the first base line.
Oh,
they tried to get a double play, but they just weren't ready for it.
Well, he should have just went and got the out there at first base.
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, he tried to make the great play, and that's a tough play because his momentum was taking him out to the foul territory.
So that error is going to score for Hayes. Or Haysville, sorry.
Yeah, right there. That led to a run because I think if he just got the out, just kept him and then let him get this next batter.
Yeah, I mean, that was Jack Little, our new acquired player. I mean, that's great.
He's trying to make a play. He's trying to make a play. But just go ahead and just take what you have right there. Don't try to do too much.
He called for a strike.
And I think regularly he's an infielder, like a middle infielder and all that. So I don't know how much he's played first base.
Ryan Webster up to the plate.
But he made a nice stop. I was going to say he made a nice stop down the line there.
Fielded that perfectly. He thought. Yeah. I mean, he fielded that good enough to where if he has practiced that, he could have maybe gotten that double play off. But
yeah, but you're not going to get a double play on that. I mean, that throw is too deep. At first base and throw it all the way to second and then all the way back.
Just a very tough throw for their their skill. I'd be surprised to see an MLB player make that play.
Yeah. Goldschmidt, I mean, some of those guys maybe, I don't know,
But those dudes, are the top of the top.
Yeah.
Webster calls time. 0-2 count now, 1 out. Man on first and second. Again, swinging at a high strike. That's the thing I've seen. So that's going to be.
So that's, he could have worked. I felt that if you just get that out, let him work out of this, that would have been 3 outs there.
The left fielder, number 5.
Hewitt's 2 strikeouts so far have all been sponsored by Pizza Newman. Newman out pizzas the hut.
Yeah, Pollard right here. He's He's hitting 207, 58 at-bats, 12 hits, 2 RBIs.
Pollard. Great eye on that one.
Yeah, that was really good. That was close.
He really thought about it.
Yeah.
1-0 count. Chance Pollard playing left field today. That one's a blown away strike, or ball, excuse me.
Yeah, he's getting his pitch count up there, like you said. That's, you know, for him, he's usually pretty economical, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? He doesn't do too much. 24 pitches right there.
So that's going to be strike number 1. And I mean, I'm interested to see on a point streak the number of balls to strikes. It seems like he's probably only thrown about 8 strikes. So Pollard looks at another strike.
Well, it's actually, it's 14 balls,
14.
13 strikes, so it's 27 pitches.
He has gotten 2 strikeouts, so that definitely helps
Yeah.
with the strike count. So Pollard fouls out one back.
But like I said, he was an all-star for us, did a great job. I mean, we're very proud of him. Let's say he's the most consistent pitcher we had. Just overthrowing right there.
Pollard's really thinking about stepping into that one, but that was just too far away, and he'll walk that.
Yeah.
He'll look at that one. It'll be full count now. Yep, if you're Hewitt, you want to get out of this as quickly as possible, as he'll check back the runner at second. Gonna get Pollard to foul that one back as well.
Yeah,
towards my car.
Yeah, there you go. The runners are going. By the way, did you enjoy that Shamrock car wash yet?
I did not. No, I did not win it. I thought I
Oh,
won
I thought
it.
you won it. I thought
I did
man.
win it. You know, they said.
So you went through a dirt field today, I bet, right? So you win it.
I heard Honda with Conklin car sticker. I was like, that is exactly what my car is. So, but it wasn't mine. Full count now.
Well, there's still hope, you know. That's still hope there, Jared.
Chance Pollard. Pollard would hit this one nicely to third baseman, but try to make the routine play, and he'll get there.
You kind of bounced it there. It's a good pickup right there.
So all in the inning for Hewitt. As we head into the bottom of the first, scores already 3-0 in Haysville's favor. And with that, we'll take a quick break. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the first with Brady Paca up on the mount for the Haysville Aviators, and we have Micah Dvorak leading off for us.
Dvorak from Tabor College, 6'1", 150, from Garden City, Kansas.
Good look at strike number 1.
And I'll tell you, these games are very important. People were asking me about it because, we're coming down. This is a second last game against these guys. And then we play 4-game series with Hutch.
Dvorak will swing at that.
And we're battling these guys for a berth. I mean, we're all battling right now. So
it's very close
it's
between
how you
us
finish.
and Haysville. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real close, and Derby's in there.
Dvorak will foul that one off.
So there's definitely a sense of urgency where we need every game right now. I mean, that's how I look at it. And you got to play hard, and you got to come after them. And this is a good team.
Pacha throws a ball, making it 2-2 now. Dvorak gets a swing at that one, but the shortstop will be just right in front of it to try and make the play.
Whoa.
And he will.
That was close.
That was very close.
Very close.
So that'll be out number 1.
That's when you wish we had that instant replay.
Yeah. It's now Jack Bell. He's had the hot bat for us so far. Still leads in average for us.
Well, Pollard, it must be his first game. I know he picked up a couple guys, and looks like first game right now because I don't have any stats on him. So
it'll be ball number 1 for Bell. We've got another high ball.
And that's the thing. A lot of coaches, a lot of GMs are bringing in players trying to get better, kind of improve, trying to make that push for the NBC.
2-0 count for Bell. And look at strike number 1. I have some stats on Brady Pacha. He is right-handed hitter. He has a 4.82 ERA with 9 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 5 walks, and he's only gave up 7 hits.
Well, it's Pacha, right?
Pacha.
Okay.
I believe that's Pacha. Now it's 2-2 as Bill trying to just stay alive on that low.
Just giving the wrong information here. He's pitched 9 innings, 5 earned runs, 7 hits, 5 walks, 4.820. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
This Bell will get swinging at strike number 3. And he's strikeout number 1 for Pacha. His last outing was July 9th against the Patriots. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 earned runs from 5 hits. So it wasn't really the best outing for him. I mean, that's where all of his earned runs really are. So he's had himself a pretty good season so far.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So Guerra is now to the plate.
A little slider action.
Check swing, strike number 1. It's just a swing you don't really see from Guerra on that one. It's just
a lot of movement right there, and
that one seemed like.
And he's working fast. He's working fast right now.
Yeah. Pacha tries to get Garrett to swing at that low one.
Garrett, we talked about that earlier. I know he struck out yesterday. I mean, he's only struck out maybe a handful of times.
Garrett got a nice hit in between, straight to the second baseline. And that'll be a Pizza of Noon. It was a Central National Bank base hit.
We were talking before the game, and we're looking at the Carl Hodges MVP award. That's coming up next week, and I'd say Ethan Guerra, he's definitely one of the guys considered for it.
Yeah, I think my 4 nominees are probably Guerra, Zach Gillig, Griffin Hewitt, and probably Jack Bell.
Yeah, Bell put himself in there with a great season of hitting.
Great defense, great hitting.
Yep.
1-0 count for Clark Henry, one of our newly acquired players as well. He's playing DH. Now he's looking at 2-0 count, looking to advance Guerra in any way possible.
Yeah, you like to get on the scoreboard and close it up, that 3-run deficit. We talk about Zach Gillig. Zach Gillig, he was the MVP last year with the team.
Seemed like it wasn't too hard to get that award anyways,
Well,
considering.
Had some good players that just putting together on the W, the left column. The W column. Yeah. That was the problem last year, but it's a whole different year.
Yeah, that's what's so great is now you're deciding between multiple players who to give it out.
Right, right, and that's what you want. That's on a successful team.
3-0 count for Clark Henry. Turned it to 3-1 now.
Good to see that he took it.
That's the number one thing you've been worrying about.
I should talk to the umpire about that 40 game.
So now Henry takes a nice little.
See, now I don't know if that might have been ball 4 because that was down and away.
That was pretty low, but now if that's a full count, 3-2.
Garrett would be going right here.
And that'll just be a routine out to first base, and that'll end the inning for the Newton Sluggin Rebels. So now we head to the top of the second, where we can have one hit in that half inning. And Hewitt looks to, come back, and I'm not sure. It seemed like he did start to pick up towards the end of it, getting two strikeouts.
We always had to make some adjustments. It's where when you go up there, you're a pitcher, and everything's working, your fastball, you're off speed, and he's off speed. He throws that off speed, then he throws that fastball and mixes it up. But it seemed like he was having trouble with both of them locating.
Yeah. With that, we'll take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the top of the second. So now we have the nine hole for the Haysville Aviators. Isaac Davila. Ooh.
Yes.
Let's see, how is this spelled?
Davila.
Yeah, D-A-V-I-L-A. Davila. There we go. Thought it was an E. 0-2 count out for Davila. Hewitt's already off to a great start with the first at bat. They're going to wave that off and not call it foul. It's going to be a strikeout, sponsored out by Pizza of Noon.
Now see that big great breaker right there.
So now Hewitt's already had 3 strikeouts.
For the Aviators, the designated hitter, number 34, Paul Whitman.
One out.
We got top of the lineup.
Paul Whitman. He'll just kind of soft swing at that one, and that'll be easily caught by the center fielder Tyler Palmer, who's back in the lineup.
Yeah, I think Tyler needed a little break too. He's been playing every game out there in center field. I accept to my vote, he would have been. If we were voting, had we had Gold Glove in this league, he'd definitely be a Gold Glove candidate. Yeah. But he's just working on his hitting, he's struggling a little.
Feels like our whole outfield might get a nomination.
Yeah, they're solid. The outfield's been solid.
So now Tommy Davis.
But I think you brought it up too. I think our defense has really stepped it up.
Yeah,
since the first year we were averaging 3 or 4 errors a game.
Now it's down to probably like 0.5 or to 1.
1, yeah.
Now he looks at 2 balls for Davis.
And that's just getting reps and getting used to each other. I mean, everything else too. But I mean, it's better improvement. I mean, that's the thing. And our pitchers throwing strikes has really helped.
Hewitt. A little too low. Now it's ball number 3.
Yeah, Tommy Davis, first time up. He walked.
And to look at strike number 1, thinking it was
No, actually he hit a double. He hit a double. Sorry about that. He's one that hit the double. Right down the line. Get our stats here, right? Statistician here.
3-1. Davis will pop this one up. Kind of, it looked like a frustration swing. As that one.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it, wasn't he?
So in the inning for Hewitt, and I mean, great bounce back.
Yeah, great bounce. That's what we talked about. You know, he's been our best pitcher. I mean, this year, this consistent, this summer, the first month of the season. So I mean, you know, he's had a bad inning.
Yep. And with that, we'll head to the bottom of the second. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the second, as that'll be Dalton Patton. Takes first strike swing, and that'll be a base hit single. Sponsored by Central National Bank. I keep on getting those mixed up. So now Tyler Palmer up to the plate. He'll pop this one up towards right field. It looks like this one will be caught by the first baseman.
Good recovery.
Was very close. And great recovery, and that was Austin Warkens on that one.
Yeah, he pitched away right there, and Palmer looked like he tried to go that way.
So now, newly acquired Jack Little playing first base for us.
Maybe see what he does right here.
Both teams up to 2 hits now. So look at strike number 1.
Still trying to find out a little about our some of our new players.
What I did hear so far is that he is coming straight out of high school.
Right.
Just like Ethan Guerra.
Looking to go to WSU, Wichita State.
So this would be very. I mean, we don't mind, you know, people out of high school, you know, worked out with Guerra as Palmer or Patton takes off, but
they fouled it off.
They'll be fouled off.
And that's tough right there. I mean, you had a strike on it. If there's no strikes, that's what I'm saying. 0-0 count, and the guy's stealing, and you got an opportunity to just swing over it, get him over to second base, and take one, and then.
Yeah.
But right there, that was 0-2, so he was swinging at it. He was.
It's actually 0-1, so.
I thought it was 0-2. Right now it is.
It was 0-1.
We'll see what he has, the umpire there.
We'll see. So that's going to be another.
It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, so no matter what,
there you go. It's 0-2. But that's one thing, like I said, I saw it yesterday. One run down, and one player was up, and you know, you're trying to get the player in scoring position. So sometimes you just have to swing over it if you know it's a steal.
Kind of, it distracts the catcher.
Yeah, you
well, but that would
don't,
be,
well, I tell you, I hate it when a guy just stands there with a bat on his shoulder. And
he just gives the
and the catcher throws him out.
Yeah, it doesn't really distract the catcher if you're just standing there. So Palmer now takes off. He takes a high swinging strike, and he did what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he got it out there.
Swung at a high strike, I think he knew Patton was going to steal.
But with 2 strikes, you don't have to swing if it's not a strike.
I mean, he gets him over no matter
what.
He
did get him over.
Jackson Young.
And it's Jackson Young. That's where, he has the opportunity to step up here. The runner on second.
They'll call time.
Jackson right now is hitting 133. And I talked to him before the game, and he knows he's a better hitter than that. He's made some adjustments.
We'll see what those adjustments are as he's now.
Well, him and I had a good talk, and, I really don't think it's his swing. I just think it's some of his mechanics. Like, there's something going on here.
And now it's going to be some talk from Haysville, seems like, and home plate umpire's just not having it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I mean, we're talking about.
Yeah, we have no idea what's going on.
Young will swing at that one, making a 1-1 count. I mean, what's Haysville going to argue about? They're up 3-0. 3-0 in the first inning. It was a great start.
And right there, Jackson just put right there. His right shoulder just kind of leaking right there. You could see it like it was during his swing, leaking towards first base.
He's trying to get it, kind of away.
Or he's trying to pull the ball.
Yeah. This is going to be a lot easier for the second baseman Patton to make a run for home if he does make contact for it. So he'll just kind of take a lollygag swing at that one. It'll be a strikeout for Haysville now in the inning.
Yep. 2 strikeouts in that inning.
Yep, as now we head to the top of the third. Both teams have 2 hits. The Sluggin Rebels have 1 error, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the top of the third as the Haysville Aviators still lead 3-0. And Hewitt, had that rough first inning, but he immediately bounced back in that second inning, starting off with 2 strikeouts. So now we get number 28, Austin Warkens. He's the first baseman. And look at ball number 1. Another outside pitch, and we're talking about the different defensive plays so far, especially with Drake Gerard.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some changes the last week or two.
Giving some guys a few breaks.
Well, here's Warkins. You're talking about Warkins. He walked the first at bat. He did score. He's a good hitter.
So now it's a 1-2, or 2-2, I believe.
Seeing that's what right there. That's right there. That's a good pitch right there by Hewitt. Is that off speed?
So now we fouled off towards the left side. No one's there to get it.
And that's what he kept. Like I said, he kept Cheney. They were frustrated against him, and I know Coach Pat Hahn, he was telling me about it. He was really upset with his guys not making the adjustments, but he's a hard guy to make adjustments when he's on.
Yeah. So now it's 2-2. Yeah. Just kind of, I mean, I think he tried to get a high, breaking ball, but just didn't really get there. Now it's a full count.
Now, right now, I just go with what's working with him right now. Don't try to do anything too special. And he's the type of guy, he throws off speed, especially if he's behind in the count or 3-1 or whatever.
As Orkins gets this one to pop up towards center field, and Palmer make the routine play right there to get the first out of the inning. And we're also talking about, like I said, I mean, this is my opinion. I think Hewitt, if he strikes out the next, 16 or so batters.
Yeah, well, that's. You could keep it, like I said, he could change it around. I don't know, he's done that. I mean, he's just, like I said, been very consistent. And you can tell, like, when he's his regular, when he misses, it's not by that much. But he was missing quite a bit, especially that first inning.
2-0 count now for Alex Jabot. So look at strike number 1.
See, the thing is, when he has that off speed going, that fastball looks like it's 90.
Yeah.
It's
pretty deadly. So now it's 3-1. Like I said, it was earlier, Hewitt could strike out the next 16 or so batters, but it's all going to come down to the bats.
Yeah.
That's just a nice hit.
Well, that's a 3-1 count fastball right there. That's what and Haysville will take that all day. They'll take that 3-1 fastball all day with Hewitt.
Go ahead a gapper to the left fielder, and that'll be a base hit for the.
And Jarbo's 2 for 2.
Base hit for the Aviators. Now they're up to 3. So now it's Jaden Hill. And look at ball number 1, 1-0 count. Hill fouls this one towards the third base side. Make it 1-1.
Yeah, Hill struck out his first at bat. Like I said, the hitters there for Haysville, they're very respectful.
Check swing by Hill, but call it a ball. Two 2-1 count now.
Yeah, right there. He just let go of the ball too early. But that's his 50th pitch.
Yeah, he was just.
And I was going to say, coach right now, acting coaches, Josh Jones, and I mean, they're going to have to figure out what our pitching's going to be because we don't know how long he can go, especially the heat and everything too.
Yeah.
That always takes effect.
They're still under. I mean, the pitcher mound is under shade, but still 103 out.
Yeah.
So no matter what shade you have, it's still going to be hot out there, and he'll draw another walk. And, yeah.
He's definitely. This definitely isn't. Not the guy we know. You know what I mean? That he's been there because he just does not walk. He's walked 9 people. TJ English going to go out and talk to him, see what's going on, and I don't know if they got anybody or he's. But
feel like it's a little too early to have somebody ready, but.
Well, you don't want this game to get too far out of hand, but whoever comes in has got to shut this team down. And Haysville's tough. Like I said, they've got some hitters. Had the opportunity to watch them, and then, you know, a team that scored 11 runs the night before, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, I mean, Hewitt, coach probably called timeout because Hewitt just looked visibly frustrated, you know, at himself or anything else.
I mean, obviously, you look at when you have a 1 ERA at this time of season, you've been doing a lot of things right. So it's the first time he's probably had some adversity like this. I mean, we could look at some of his starts that he's had and see what he's done.
Max Valdez up to the plate now.
But see how he's letting go of the ball just a little too early instead of getting downhill.
Like I said, Valdez, pretty decent hitter so far for the Aviators this year.
There you go.
Look at strike number 1.
Yeah, Valdez, he got on with that error. It was hit to first baseman.
Valdez hitting .231 this year, 1 home run, 11 RBIs.
Be nice to have a ground ball right here.
1-1. It's 2-1.
But he needs to keep the ball low if he wants to get that ground ball.
Get Valdez to foul that one off.
He's got some good pop in his fastball. But he's the type of guy he has to watch where he locates that fastball. That was inside. But where he's been hurt is right down the middle.
Yeah. They've been turning on that, you know, sitting on a fastball.
That's where, but that's baseball. That's where most pitchers where they do, yeah.
So get Valdez to ground this one out. With Elliott bobbles it, and it's going to be error for Elliott.
Yeah, that's not what you need right there. Yeah, it's a play. I thought maybe Elliott would take it over to third base.
Yeah,
just to flip over there. That's what the play, I think, because it took Elliott towards third base.
Yeah, it seemed like Elliott. I mean, Elliott is not. He usually plays outfield to, you know, second or first base, and
yeah,
this is what we're kind of talking about, you know.
Well, the ball kind of came up on him too, you know, just one of those plays. I think he was thinking more of the double play or whatever there, and I think that takes him away from it when it's in that 5-6 hole. Just go ahead and get the out, like we talked about. If he can make that play, just get the out. But I'm sure it was a tough play just because the ball came up on him.
Yeah, it looked like it came up on him, and he was looking, you know, both ways. Now Hewitt's faced with bases loaded.
And Ryan Webster up. Webster struck out his first at-bat in the first inning.
Facing an 0-1 count now. So now it's 0-2, just like that.
But the whole thing is, Haysville's doing a great job now. I mean, they're getting that pitch count up there.
Yeah. Seems so far. Hewitt's thrown, I think, 34 strikes and 29 balls.
Yeah, so that's not the ratio we're used to with him. He's definitely a 2-to-1 guy, strikeouts to balls.
As he'll get him looking for strikeout
it's a changeup right there.
It's going to be strikeout number 4, I believe, for Hewitt.
That's Webster's second strikeout.
So that one's brought to you by Pizza of Noon. It's now Chance Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard hit the ground ball, the 5-3 ground ball at the end of the first inning.
Pollard. That ball number 1. You know, this would be huge for Hewitt to get out of.
Yeah, work his way out of this.
So he'll get Pollard to swing at that one.
It's a good stop there by Young. He's one thing about our catchers, they definitely saved a lot of runs.
Here's some stats for Pollard. Actually, he got some. He's 12 for 58. So swing at strike number 2.
Yeah, Pollard has a long swing right there, just long swing.
Pollard Pollard hitting .206 with 0 home runs and only 2 RBIs. He's 12 for 58. So, I mean, this is a great, batter to face for Hewitt right now. So now it's
Let's see if he's going to go with his
1-2. Look at a ball.
Yeah, you want to get him right here. You don't want to get to that 3-2 count. The runner's going.
2-2.
Well, I guess you will get the 3-2 count with the runners going. So
Count now. Pollard really thought about that one, but you laid off it. And
yeah,
great
no,
layoff.
that was a good take. I mean, right there, because it's that close. Usually you're swinging. I think that's what you was dependent on. Here it comes.
All runners go, and Pollard's nice hit towards center field, and what a
Whoa,
play
beautiful.
by Tyler Palmer to
Wow.
end the inning.
That's what we talked about. I mean, the Gold Glove, how many runs has he saved?
A ton, it seems like.
That's 2 runs at least right there.
Is that?
I mean, Pollard did everything right there. I mean, it's hit a hard line drive right in the gap there.
Like
I
he's-
didn't think.
yeah, it looked
I didn't
like-
think Palmer was going to get to it.
I thought it was going to land right in front of his feet, but Palmer with that nice layout, with that great play in the field by the Rebels, was sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. And with that great play by Palmer, we'll head to the bottom of the third, with your score still being 3-0 in the Haysville Aviators' favor. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning, as Sluggin Rebels still down 3-0.
I was going to say, Jerry, everybody in the press box up here, they're still talking about that catch. That was an exciting catch. That's one of those, like I say, you probably can't see with our cameras here, but that would definitely be a highlight ESPN.
That was a great layout by Palmer.
But I've seen him make some. I saw him make a great catch, save some runs again at Kingman, and see him do some great things. Just
amazing plays right now. As now we're at the bottom of the R order for Easton Elliott. Elliott was an all-star this year.
yep, Elliott, he's come on. He when he plays his game, what he does best, he's awesome. Utilizing that speed and just needs to get on base. Good eye.
Good eye for ball number 1.
Yeah, and that's the thing right now. The Sluggin Rebels have to stay close. I mean, because you don't know how long the pitcher's going to be going.
To account for Elliott. Look at strike number 1. This is against Brady Poshwa.
Yeah, Poshwa. You know how long Poshwa could go. I mean, we don't know enough about him. I know he's pitched 9 innings, we said, going into this.
Yeah, total of 9. I mean, I think the most I saw was 4 innings he pitched. 3-1 for Elliott.
Here we
He'll
go.
Draw a walk, and that's what you want to see out of Elliott,
Well, I'm going to tell you about baseball. Guys, he's a 9-hole right here. And sometimes, guys, I want to bat leadoff. You might bat leadoff in a game once. You could be the 3-4 hole bat and bat leadoff in a game 3 or 4 times. Right there, he's a 9-hole right here, and he gets to lead off. And then we got the top of the lineup up. But I think it's important, essential, we get on the scoreboard and, try to close this gap a little, get some confidence going with the offense.
It's great to have Elliott on first as he's looking ready to steal. Dvorak swings a low strike number 1.
Yeah, now I don't know, if that was a good pitch to hit or not. I mean, I couldn't tell. I mean, it was kind of inside. And
Elliott gets checked back. It would be called safe.
But Dvorak's getting a good opportunity, batting top of the lineup.
Dvorak looks at strike number 2, and
See, and I think Dvorak, I talked to him yesterday too, and Haysville, I think the best with him is when he uses the field, when he goes to the left side, because he can go down that left field line. We saw that the other day. But use the field.
0-2 now for Dvorak. He'll just chop at that one. They'll try and get a double play. Elliott will be called out at second.
It's a good play.
Dvorak will be called safe as that'll be a fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's a good play by Warkins over there at first base. Squared his body around, got a square, and made a nice accurate throw to second, or shortstop.
So now we got Jack Bell.
Jack Bell, the left fielder, to bat now.
But I think that's part of the problem, with the Sluggin Rebels, just getting
Get people on base.
well, just getting a lot of holes in the lineup sometimes. Instead of getting back, get hits and just keep it going. Now, yesterday they did a great job. They scored 10 runs. They took walks.
So we fouled off.
And one thing I was pretty surprised going to the game, very selective. There's a lot of select. They were very patient.
Yeah, and that's the thing that gets you on base in baseball is
Right.
Not always swinging first pitch or
Right.
taking something.
You're trying to get the pitcher get his pitch count too.
Yeah, because
There we
that's
go.
just going to be a nice hit by Jack Bell, and
There you go. It's
going
some
to be
speed.
dangerous for Dvorak as they bobble it out in right field, and Bell almost got caught.
It's like our infield. We talk about our infield being kind of thick. It's thick out there in the outfield too, and sometimes hard to pick up.
So that base hit was sponsored by Central National Bank of Newton with Ethan Guerra in a amazing spot. He has done it before. He has hit 2 grand slams back to back.
No, that's the guy you want.
So
I mean,
you don't know what you're going to give Garrett. All you know is you're going to get some patience.
the thing is, he leads the team in RBIs.
Yeah, those 2 grand slams will definitely help you with that.
Yep.
So we fouled off. But this is a great spot for Garrett to rack up more RBI numbers.
Yeah,
One out, man on third and first.
Well, and that's the thing, the opportunities. And a lot of times, we've messed up opportunities. I'll put it nicely, because we had a runner on third, no outs or whatever, 1 out. Get that guy in.
Garrett will just dribble this one up to first base, and
He got the run in. I mean, that's what I
sacrifice
said.
ground
He got
ball.
the run in.
so that will advance
I'm sure
both
that's
runners.
I'm not sure that's the way he wanted to do it, but the thing is, I also think that he's a selfless kind of player. He'll get that run in, and he did. And I mean, that's his 25th RBI. You look at it, he leads the team, 25.
Yeah, just looking at the numbers, it's just staggering.
Yeah.
Because even our top average, who is Jack Bell, he only has 6 RBIs.
Right. Yeah.
Then again, Jack has been playing the 9-hole a good
And
amount.
Ethan would play a lot of leadoff.
Yeah, Ethan would be that would be the
That's
great
the
spot
thing.
because you got Jack. We had Jack Bell at the 9. He would get on base, and then you had
right.
Garrett
Yeah.
up there.
Oh yeah. People don't understand. Sometimes that's.
That's
But
why.
anyway.
That's what I liked about some of the old lineups. We had that bottom of the hole as that ball is dribbled up to the pitcher, and not only in the inning for the Newton Sluggin Rebels.
That's the thing. You just don't want easy outs.
But yeah, I mean, like we're saying, some of the old lineups, man, they worked very well, and then we would just try out new things and see how they work, and it seems like we have a new lineup every other day.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll head to the top of the 4th as now Rebels cut down the lead to just 2 as Hewitt, looks to keep up his consistency. We'll take a quick little break. welcome back to the top of the fourth. As now it's 3-1. Rebels cut it down from 1 from that RBI from Guerra. Hewitt pitches ball number 1.
Yeah, Hewitt's got to get it. He's got to get a good inning right here. He wants to stay in this game. We need him to go probably at least 5. Right now. Because right now, he's, 67 pitches or so? I don't know what we have officially on point streak, but.
Yep, now we're at the 9-hole spot. So now it's a 2-1 count for Isaac DeVille.
See if I can look it up for you.
Let's see, yep. It says Hewitt right now is at about 40 strikes and 34 balls. Now it's 1-2 for Davila. Now it's 2-2. I believe it. Yeah, no, 3-2. Sorry, full count for Davila.
Ooh.
And look at strike number 3. As that
Yeah,
was a little.
It's a little high, but it was right there.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to say,
you gotta swing
say how
that.
delayed it was because Davila was walking towards first and gets called out for strike number 3. And what is that? 5 strikeouts for Hewitt, I believe.
No, he's like I said, he's battling. He's being a pitcher here. He's, he's not a thrower. He's a pitcher.
At the top of the order for the Aviators, Paul Whitman. Looks at ball number 1.
Whitman in 337.
But yeah, it's just not looking too good for Hewitt, who is a 1.04 ERA pitcher.
Yeah.
Right now he's pitching an 8.11 ERA. He was at 9 before that first strikeout.
Yeah.
It's not looking too great, but
he's
bouncing back, and that's the thing. So he'll get Whitman to pop this one up towards left field, and that'll be Jack Bell right under that. It's now quick 2 outs.
That's tough. He's now 0 for 2. But like I said, I saw enough of this guy's Davis right here to me. That guy, this kid here, 107 at-bats, 21 runs, 37 hits, 14 RBIs, hitting .346. Definitely a dangerous hitter.
Another first ball.
Yeah, he's working on getting ahead, but he's getting out of jams, man. He's pitching, like I said. But you don't want to go 2-0. That's when he got hurt before. Yeah, remember we were talking about the 2-0-3-1s. Get that fastball right there.
Just needs to get it back. Davis hitting .345 this season. So he'll foul this towards the third baseline. .345, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. And he's 1 for 2. 1 for 2 for today.
Yeah, he had that double right down the line. If you notice, Guerra's playing pretty close to that line right now.
After that first one.
Yeah.
Yep. So now it's 3-1.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Now it's going to be interesting to see what he throws. But the thing is with him, he's the type of guy, he can throw off speed 3-1. Most pitchers, it's a fastball. We'll see.
2 outs, and that'll be a pop-up towards the third base dugout, and Jackson Young just couldn't get under that.
Yeah, Guerra, somebody should have came over and took that. Because, the thing, it's a tough play for Jackson because he had to turn around into the sun.
It seemed, it did seem like Jackson, called for that one. With the helmet, he threw his helmet, so it seemed like he just wanted to.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't bite us right there. Because that was Tommy Davis gave us a chance right there in a 3-1 count and popped it up.
But now it's faced with a full count now, and Hewitt hasn't been too hot right now, full count so far. So he's drawn, I think, 2 walks, I believe, so far. And Davis will pop this one up towards right field, foul territory, and Henry's just trying to, or not Henry, excuse me. That was Jack Little trying to make the play there. Great diving effort. That's the thing so far that I've seen from Little. He's trying to make those big plays.
He's trying to make a play. I hate to say it, but he was a little short on that one, but he gave it a good effort.
And I mean, that's what you want to see out of a,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
especially Jack Little.
you can tell he's not a first baseman usually, but I mean, the thing is, he's an infielder, so he knows how to.
He wants to make those big plays.
Yeah, he's going after the ball. Just that Tommy Davis is very, he's a dangerous hitter. And I thought with that pop-up we'd get out of this.
2 pop-ups.
Okay.
Now Davis just hits this one to the second baseman. Make
he's
the play.
Fast.
Yeah,
like I said, he's fast.
Quick.
He's a good player.
As with that, Hewitt throws another shutout inning. Hard to believe. I mean, it's been very close to non-shutouts and shutout innings, but now he's thrown 3 straight. As the Newton Sluggin Rebels still down 3-1. And we'll take a quick break heading to the 4th. And welcome back to the bottom of the 4th. So now it's a 1-1.
Yeah, we got a little text here saying we're pretty loud there. We don't know until
Seems
people.
like the audio levels on our stream
so.
They're a bit lower.
I mean, we
than
sound
usual.
normal in here, so that's what we don't know people out there. So.
Yeah.
But back to the
we'll try
game,
and
Patton.
fix everything.
Patton leading off.
So now it's 1-2.
He just struck out.
Strike out for number 11, Dalton Patton.
At the plate is Tyler Palmer.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to try and lower some of the levels, but I mean.
The center fielder, Tyler Palmer.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, 1. So he's swinging strike. Now he strike out for Palmer.
Then first baseman, number 5, Jack Little.
Jack Little. Yeah, we're just still trying to figure everything out so far. So that's why we're not talking too much. So now it's a 0-1 count. Making it 1-1. Okay. I think we believe the people that we're listening to, they're actually at the game. They can hear us in the press box. So it doesn't seem like there's anything with our stream. So we're going to turn it up just a little bit because we do not believe it's our stream is just the people here. 2-1 count now. I'll be fouled back. 2-2. That'll be a ground ball towards second base, and that'll end the inning for the Haysville for the Sluggin Rebels. So yeah, we're still trying to figure out everything. It's now we head to the top of the fifth. And with that, we'll take a quick little break. All right, and welcome back to the top of the fifth. I think we figured everything out. It's a little miscommunication.
Yeah, what's up?
So we're going to turn up some of the levels and get back to our normal stream. So now we're in the top of the fifth. That'll be a ball. Strike number one.
Here he is, Warkins. Walk and a fly ball to center.
Griffin, I think Griffin got subbed out. Griffin's out for Drake Gerard.
Oh, yeah.
As we have a pitching change sponsored by Pizza of Noon. So now it's 0-2.
Yeah, we were taking care of that little problem there.
Yeah, we didn't even notice that Drake Gerard's now up to the plate.
Or the mound, yeah, Gerard. Well, like I said, I mean, you had pitched a lot of pitches right there.
Yeah.
And you brought up his pitch count too.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but he was getting out of those jams. So now Austin Warkens. Gerard, it's hot out here. I think it's a little over 100 still.
Yeah.
And he's already looking a little tired. Now it's 2-2. That's an outside pitch, 3-2 now.
You know, we talked about MVP, and I'd say Gerard was probably like our first week or two.
Gerard was.
He's
as
still a hitter. Yeah,
he's still very consistent. You know, especially on the field.
Yeah.
Like with him and Guerra, it's just amazing. So that's just a nice
play there.
Ball, and Patton makes the
beautiful play.
Yeah, Patton makes a beautiful play.
To his left and stopped. I thought that ball might get through.
Well, I bet you we'd have like exit velocity on that ball. It's probably 90 plus miles per hour.
That's good reaction by Patton right there.
Now the third baseman, Alex Jobo.
Say Gerard has 14 innings, 3.21 ERA.
Don't let Gerard fool you. You can.
And Gerard, and you talked about it. You know, he'd probably be a Gold Glove at third base. I mean, there's no doubt. You know, Tabor College, Midlothian, Texas native. And he's probably, he throws pretty hard too. So, I mean, following Hewitt, it's going to be a little different on the adjustment that they have to make.
I believe it's 1-1. 1-0 the count. It might be 2-0. He did a little check swing on the first one, but it seems like it's not going to matter. So that's going to be popped up towards Jack Bell. Makes a leaping grab.
That's what you were saying about Bell.
Yeah.
He's really come on.
He'll be out number 2.
Like I said, we talk about Jack Bell. He from that first week when I saw him.
Didn't look too good.
Well, no, he didn't. He looked in, especially hitting. His defense has always been there. I can't remember anything. But I said, hitting. But he's made some adjustment. Had the big hit earlier for us, and just a very fun player, fun to talk to, and he's very coachable. I can tell you that.
2 outs. Number 27, that is Jaden Hill. So we called for strike number 1. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah. Hill has struck out and walked.
And that'll be a strikeout.
Great job by Gerard.
For Gerard, yeah.
And
great work by Gerard. Closing out that inning. So now we head to the bottom of the 5th. With your score still being 3-1.
That was
the
5th batter. That was our fifth out. That's our son on 15. I get excited about that, Jared. Sorry about that.
15th out. There you go. Yeah, as long as we have a deal going on with the 15th out. If you guess correctly, then you
get a prize.
You get a prize.
That's why we need to have people come out here. You could be the winner.
And with that, we'll take a quick little break. And welcome back to the bottom of the 5th as we tried to fix some camera work. We had some comments saying it's a little blurry, and it's tough because we're using webcam as Jackson just pops out to the shortstop. But yeah, we've always had that trouble. We are using a little small webcam. It gets the job done.
Right.
And what I have noticed too is I haven't really talked about, especially towards the end of the games when the sun starts going down, the lights come up. It gets very bright, and we can't really do too much about it because it is a webcam. But
that's the thing
that's why we try and commentate the best, especially towards the end of the game.
We want to raise money too and get different, cameras. You and I were talking about getting cameras out here that we'd love to be able to do that. Unfortunately, it costs a lot of money where you have cameras, like a 3-camera system or something.
Yeah, that's what
And that's
what you're
our
talking about.
dream right here, everybody. Let you know if anybody wants to donate to the Rebels cause and help us out with production.
Yeah, that's what Carr was telling me. I was like, "You got this equipment? I don't have it."
Yeah, no, I'd love to have that, man.
Nope.
And
So
we tried. We had a donation of the cameras, and
I spent a little bit of my own money, and trying to make this.
Well,
make this work.
We had a donation from one of the parents. One of the parents of a player a couple of years ago donates these cameras, so we put them up there, and it's great. But then at night, it went black, and what it was indoor cameras from a hospital in Phoenix. The guy works, and he's a great guy, and we didn't know that, he didn't know, but it's for indoor all the time. So when it went dark here, it went black. It went black. So we're still trying to figure out stuff. It just takes some money.
Yeah. As Easton LA drew a walk, and
nice.
Dvorak just nice little cutter, or gap, slicing right through the defense. And this is what we like so far with Dvorak moving Elliott. Elliott's gone on base twice with 2 walks.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
Shows, that's great. And that's great sign so far for Rebels.
And I don't care how a guy gets on. I really don't. I mean, as long as he gets on base, especially you utilize those wheels. I mean, this type of situation, you could do a double steal possibly or whatever. These two guys have wheels, man.
Elliott. Sounds fouled off by Jack Bell. And this is also a great spot for Jack Bell to up those hitting numbers. Keep that average up. So now it's 1-1.
Right now, you want to get this game. You're trying to score a run. You got a runner. They're trying to make this a 1-run game. If you get the runners over, you can possibly make it tie it up with a base hit.
It's actually 0-1.
There you go.
There's another splitter right there as actually the shortstop makes a play there, and Elliott just gets caught in a.
Well, the shortstop made a great play there, but you can't. You just got to assume you got to see that through.
I think we all thought. I mean, even Easton thought that went through the shortstop, and that would be that was Tommy Davis on that play, and great disguise. It looked like.
Yeah, that was a great play.
He looked like the ball got past him, and Elliott was ready to go home, but he got caught up real quick.
It's probably a base hit, and then just. That was a base hit.
Yeah, it's definitely a base hit.
But the shortstop did a great job right there, saved a run right there, definitely.
Yeah.
But as a runner, you're going to keep you want to go. You want to go. Ellie wanted to go.
Yeah, I would say as a runner, like if I was in Easton's position, I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would think that I got by him.
There we go.
That ball gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be great.
No, you don't hold up.
Dvorak was really thinking about.
You don't want to make
turning home there.
Make a play, thrown at it, third base and
third
base
again. Yeah,
and home.
2-0 count now for Guerra.
That's Guerra's situation right here. Our leading RBI guy. It's a little base hit, scores 2. Nope, they're going to walk him. They know.
Intentional walk.
Intentional walk.
I think it was the first one I've seen so far this season. And that just shows you how dangerous of a hitter Guerra is.
Well, and that's the coach. I mean, the coach is, putting some strategy into it.
I mean, they're going to want Guerra and bring up the DH, Clark Henry.
Well, and, the reason is he's 1 for 3, 1-3, 1-3. He's grounded out to the pitcher twice. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's coaching, though. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. What I like to see Clark Henry is show him that they're wrong for doing that right now. And get a little base hit, score 2 runs. Up the situation right here.
Clark really tried to turn on that one.
And you don't have to try to hit a grand slam. Just a little base hit, just hit it. You got holes right there because you got
massive holes in between third and short, especially first and second. So he holds off on that. I mean, that was a great hold off on that high one. So now it's 2-1, 2 outs.
Pashwa, he's, right now he's laboring just a little. Wow, nice.
So look at it. That was a great pitch by Pashwa.
The umpire's been calling that.
Yeah, he's been calling that outside strike. So now it's 2-2.
Like to see him get it to 3-2 and
Potentially draw a walk, 2-2. You look at strike number 3.
you can't do that. You can't look at a fastball right there, definitely.
But
I mean, it's we had the opportunities.
Caught him off guard.
I think, and that's guessing, probably guessing or something because that was right down the middle.
So now we head to the top of the 6th after we had a lot of base runners left on base on that out or that inning. That's a tough one to swallow. So now we're still down 3-1, and we'll take a quick little break. Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning.
Okay, we got Valdez is up, and he's 0 for 2 with got on an error and fielder's choice. I was pretty impressed, though. I mean, right here with Gerard, yeah, he's doing a great job right now. Coming in relief.
What a great fastball by Gerard right there. A little bit of movement I've seen.
It's a different look. I mean, he gives just a different look than obviously he's right-handed versus Hewitt's left-handed. Look at that.
And there's a great strikeout by Gerard right there.
Well, that's something that you brought up earlier. Said, okay, if we can hold him, we've got to get the offense going. And you're trying to make it really. If you can make it a one-run game, we've had 2 opportunities last couple of innings.
So now we got Ryan.
Just got to keep doing what we're doing right now. Still got a lot of game left.
Ryan Webster. So he'll take a swing, and they'll be fouling off to his third baseline. And Guerra's made sure to try and get in front of those balls so they're not fair by any chance.
Yeah, Webster, right there, he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
So now it's an 0-1 count. 1 out so far after a strikeout.
The bottom part, I was just looking at the bottom part of their lineup right now. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Is actually 0 for 11. I mean, so we're doing a good job with those.
Yeah, I mean, we've had four straight shutout innings since the first.
Right.
So I mean, but it doesn't really seem like it when you look back at those innings. They've left as many people on base as we have. I'm pretty sure we can look at that stat later.
It's going to how long is Poshwa going to be able to go to?
Poshwa's been pitching himself a great game so far. As that one's hit towards the third base
wow,
line,
right off the bag,
right there. And what a! It was a little bit of a tough throw by Guerra on that one. It was a little short. Little kind of had to reach out to that one, and at least it just didn't get by him.
No, he knocked it down, and it's just he was trying to make that stretch and reach for it, but that was a tough play. Just short hopped him.
I believe that might be called as a hit.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's very debatable on that one. They might count that as a hit, but we'll check.
I'll check.
Still one out. Another ball hit towards Guerra, and he'll try and make the play again at first. And
nice
there
play.
we go. And that's how you get it there.
Guerra's getting some action down there. Pulling the ball. Young man's getting some good reactions.
Yeah, you see Guerra, he's hugging that. He's hugging that third base line because he got that one ball right past him, and that kind of started, that big old rally they had in the first.
Yeah, they did give him an error on that.
Count that as an error.
Webster.
Two outs now with
Davila. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Man, he's got that late break.
What a great pitch by Gerard, making it 1-1. Man on second. Davila, 1-1. Thought about it, but held off on that outside breaking ball. 2-1 count now. 2 outs. Man on second. Now it's going to be 3-1. 3-1 count for Davila.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jared, you'd like to get him out. This again, we talked about this earlier. It's importance of getting the 9-hole because now you got the leadoff next, and a very dangerous leadoff hitter.
Full count now for Davila. 2 outs.
I don't know what you're thinking is, but I'd rather face the top of the lineup, no outs, nobody on. I mean, that kind of.
Rather open up with the, start of the. Or, top of the
leader. Right. Instead of runners on.
Yeah, now it's 3-2. Davila will short hop this one to
nice
second,
play.
And Patton will make the play.
Patton, beautiful play. Charging the ball.
And now in the top of the 6th for the Haysville Aviators is now it's the bottom where the Rebels look to, we had a hot streak going. I mean, we had a great last inning. Bases loaded, and we just couldn't finish it out.
Just getting that timely hit. I think it's one of the keys that we were talking about. I mean, we had some keys of the season, and I'd say timely hits, allowing 2 out, 2 out runs. We get 2 outs on somebody, and then they get the key hits or whatever. And that's just, I don't know, it's just baseball. What do you do to fix it? I guess you have to have focus, make better pitches when you're on defense, and get better pitches to hit when you're, runners in scoring position.
Yeah. That was a great, decision by coach to walk Guerra. And
and it worked out for the Aviators because, they looked and said, this guy killed us yesterday with that double, and now they're saying, well, the guys behind him have to step it up.
And with that, we'll take a quick little break and continue our talk after this. All right, and welcome back after that short little break. Bottom of the 6th. Dolan Patton up to the plate. Patton's had himself a pretty great game so far, playing at second.
Yeah, he's defensively done great. He's also 1 for 2 hitting.
So now 1 strike after that foul ball by Patton. Another foul ball. Make it 0-2.
Ben was our player of the game.
Pat himself a great game against Cheney, where he threw.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think we had an official count was 8 strikeouts and
What, 4 innings?
4 or 5 innings.
Yeah, 4 innings.
He started off high and he just had
There
one
we
bad
go. Come
inning
on.
as he
Nice.
hits his one nicely up the middle.
That was kind of weird. I mean,
Yeah.
kind of
For
took
a
off.
second, I thought the second baseman might reach up and try and catch it.
He just caught that ball. That ball just like took off.
So now it's going to be a Pizza Hut or a Central National Bank single.
Kind of reminds me of AstroTurf, you know, back, you know, his takes off sometime. That's what it would look like. But we got that run on there. Bottom part of our lineups.
So now we got Jack Little, Tyler Palmer is up to the plate.
But you got to look at our bottom part of the lineup right there. The last 4 batters let's see. Now you can look at Easton Elliott. He's got on twice, so he's done his job.
He's done his job, drawing 2 walks. And now Palmer. Big check back by Pashwa.
And I like to see Palmer take some of that right side. I mean, they're pitching him away, taking that big hole right there. You see what I'm saying? Because they got the big hole. If you look at everybody looking at their screen there, it's a big hole. They're pitching him away. If he could poke it right through there, you got somebody like Patton. He's at third base.
Yeah, you can see the second baseman kind of gets covered up by the metal pole, but I mean, you can see the difference.
No, there we go. We got a break there.
And Patton easily advances to second base on that wild pitch. Or I guess not wild pitch, but we'll just get away from the catcher.
No, I'd still like to see right here Palmer going to the right side because I think second base they're going to play them over there. You know, make sure it keeps close.
Yep. Now you can see the second baseman on the screen. You see how big that gap is between the first
just
and
getting
second
that
baseman.
pitch out there if you can.
Palmer just, he tried to get a little under it. A little swing and a miss. 2-2 count. No outs. Sun's starting to set here down in Klein Scott Field.
Looks beautiful out there.
Palmer swing at strike number 3. That'll be another
That's his second strikeout.
Yeah, that'll be another strikeout for Pashwa.
You know, and there's a situation where he could have bunted too. I mean, something like that, a push bunt or something like that with his speed. Something when you're struggling, there's things you can do to help the team. And Palmer's he's got the capabilities. We've seen it. Everybody goes through struggles. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But we do have 1 out. Got the runner over there.
1 out with Jack Little now up. Now look at strike number 1. Pashwa.
Yeah, you got to generate some hits in a row.
Pashwa so far a 1.69 ERA, 56 strikes, 26 balls.
There. That's what I was talking about.
Great hit by Little. And Patton's going to try and go home. And he's going to make the play.
Great job. That's what we're talking about. That hit to the right side.
Yep, and that's
great.
It's
there.
I mean, that was great base running.
And he looked at Coach. He looked at him. You see him. Yeah, he looked at him. He came in. Coach sent him. And he was running hard, and Coach would have held him up if.
So now Jackson Young, he's haven't really, found his groove so far this season, especially on the hitting side.
Right.
He's down to the plate.
He's got the capabilities.
But, yeah, I've definitely seen him. He can. If he gets on that ball, he's on that ball.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we talked before the game, and he knows what he needs to do. He needs what his mechanics are.
That's the thing you need to do when you're trying to get out of, say, a slump. You got to recognize and adapt to, what you need to do. So he lays off that one.
There.
So now it's a 2-0 count. But yep, as a hitter, you gotta recognize, okay, what am I doing wrong, or what do I need to do? I need to get more under it, more on top of it.
Right.
That's great that he's saying, I'm not hitting the best. And so it's really just improvement from now on.
That's one thing we talked about was, swinging that good pitches. Because his mechanics aren't really bad. I mean, if you notice, they're not real bad.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It looks like, it's great batting stance right now.
Yeah.
It's just he just can't find the ball, it seems like, locate. So swinging a
Okay, now you got 2 strikes. Now you just try to nice little base hit. Nothing. Put the ball in play. Maybe choke up a little. You know, do something that you can try to get something going here.
2-2.
Wow, that was
What
close.
a great
That was-
take by Jackson right there.
I think that was real close because he's been calling that.
He's been calling those high
Yeah,
inside.
with
so.
righties, he's been calling it away, and that was inside on a lefty. But good,
So now,
good take, like you said. Good take.
that was a great check back by Poshwa. I didn't think the catcher was even ready for that one.
Yeah.
Full count for Jackson Young. This is a big at bat for Young. And he'll draw a walk.
Great walk.
See, you know he might not be hitting it.
No,
Hit it
he
too
gets
well.
on base. You know,
He
that's
gets on base.
you know, it's just like I said, the philosophies of a coach's mine was always, I don't care, it's just get on base average. It was number 1.
So now we're gonna have a mount visit, coach, and might have a sub coming in, or we just might have a talk with Poshwa. And yep, we're gonna have a new pitcher on the mound, and it's gonna be number 24. And we'll get that right now. Arturo Ramirez from Vernon College as well. He'll be coming in.
Yeah, he's one of their top pitchers. I can tell you that. I know that. And he comes in a lot of relief. He's done it before. Let's see if I can find the numbers for you.
Arturo Ramirez. He's gonna be number.
Ramirez, yeah, he's like their second best pitcher. 1-1, 30 innings, 9 earned runs, 15 hits, 2.64 ERA. Close the book on Poshwa.
Poshwa with
5 1/3, 2 earned runs, 7 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts.
impressive for Poshwa so far.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he did a good job.
7 strikeouts, and you know while we're at it, we'll get Hewitt's final stats: 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts with only 20 batters faced.
Yeah, that's
And Gerard so far, you know, with only 7 batters faced, 2 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, and not only, 2 strikeouts so far. So Gerard is really.
well. The big thing here, Jared, is that we made a 1-run game,
You know,
and we still got the runners
it.
out there. You know, so I mean,
still 1 out. You know,
yeah,
this is
runs
great
first, second, I
positioning.
mean, so yeah, I mean
We did have bases loaded last inning.
we're
for
knocking
the-
on the door.
for
We've
the
been
Rebels,
knocking on the door. Just
Yep. And we're just showing that hey, we can still get people on base, even though
right.
we left a couple on base last time.
Poshwa did a good job. I mean, you know, he did a good job to keep him off balance, and I mean,
Yeah.
obviously striking out 7 guys. Yeah,
It's great.
but
so
our guys
far.
also had showed some patience right there, just like Jackson Young with that walk right there.
Talking about patience, now we got Easton Elliott. He's
Yep.
drawn 2 walks so far this game. Going against a new hitter and swing at that first one. That one looked really
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know about swinging. That was almost looked like it was going to hit him.
Yeah, I think Elliott thought that was going to be a low. I mean, it wasn't low inside. I think
know,
he
but
was
that's-
sitting.
I'm like directly
Yeah.
behind. I'm like, that ball's coming at Elliott, and he swung. I don't know if it was self-defense or what, but that's pretty
It
funny.
looked like if he even got that in play, it was going to go straight up. So now it's an 0-1 count for
He
Elliott.
must have some great hand-eye coordination. You know, it's like because
He's
that ball.
quick with the
Yeah.
quick with the bat. That's the thing about Elliott.
Yeah, see that pitch that coming inside right there.
Gets it right back, 1-1. But yeah, that's the thing about Elliott. You know, you see, he takes big hacks because he's quick with that bat. You know, he's not scared of swinging at all. 1-1 shows bunt,
Oh,
and now just
great try. I mean,
so close to rubbing the third base paint line. So now he's faced a 1-2 count.
no, he's thinking right
Was
there. That's what I like, though. He's thinking about
It was
it.
a quick, I don't think anyone really expected a bunt right there.
No,
but that was
no,
a
third
great,
baseman's playing
great
back
thinking
right there. He's playing back in the dirt, and the guy with his speed, he puts it down there. His base is loaded. He gets a base hit.
1-2, 1 out. He'll look at a low ball, great eye. 2-2, I think Elliott's just trying not to. I mean, he swung at that first low one, but I think he's just trying not to get into a double play right now. If he gets out, it's, you know, he at least advanced a runner or anything else. Because you got
Ramirez has a good arm.
Dvorak up, and now, you know, it's great at bat so far for Elliott. Now he makes a full count after being faced with
more.
Yeah,
And you got to realize Ramirez, but you look at Ramirez, he's only walked 7 guys in 30 innings. So he's usually around that plate.
Elliott lays off that one, and just great eye so far for the Rebels. We drew in a couple of walks so far.
But I mean, you can't complain. I mean, Elliott 3 for 3. That's what I look at, a 3 for 3 performance. 3 walks. If you get a base hit, where are you at? First, where you get a walk, where are you at?
Yeah.
So he's doing his job. We've got to have the other guys step up now.
Yeah, as a team, the Rebels have drawn 5 walks so far. Or actually 4. Make that 6 actually, with Elliott. Dvorak.
Oh, look at that!
Great base hit. Gets right by the third baseman, and Young just got caught at third, and never mind.
That's a shortstop, man. He's made some plays. Diving. It's old school diving right there, getting dirty, didn't he? I mean, you know, he saved a run right there. I thought that ball was going to get through. But also, we also know our second time
it's happened.
But great hit right there to work, just base hit.
And now
right in
we
that
have
hole.
A tied ball game. Sorry, my commentator was a 2-gun on that one. I was looking at the stats, and first hit swing.
Well, we got a new game, though.
There we go. Jack Bell hits it in the same spot. And this will look to score 2 runs, and it will.
All right.
And just like
that's
that,
that speed right there. That's what we're talking about, speed.
Just like that.
If we can hit, nobody's going to stop that speed right there. That was awesome.
We've already picked up. Like, we just picked up the pace real quick. We're already up to 9 hits. And we're up by 2. 3 quick runs just like that off first pitch. Off the first pitch swings. And now Guerra.
Guerra gets to, you know, and he also gets to go right-handed. Switch hitter.
And Guerra tried to continue the trend with almost 3 straight first pitch swings. But that won't be fouled. So now it's a completely different ball game now. Guerra lays off inside pitch. Man, what a
turn of events here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This inning, we looking for that big inning.
I looked up for a second, and we already scored 2 runs. So that one's just fouled right back. 1-2
So we
count.
need, but it's the type of team though. They're dangerous. You know, we got to keep scoring.
Just can't. I mean, can't just put on cruise control right now.
I think that's one. You talk about that's one lesson I think the team's learned is that when we keep scoring, if we score, we get ahead.
We could be up 4. Yeah, we're up 4 or 5, and you know, I think it was against Cheney.
Oh.
So that ball gets away, and we'll try and make the play at third.
Oh, he got him out.
We caught Dvorak.
Yeah, that's a good play there by the catcher.
Dvorak be caught stealing. So now 2 outs, but that did advance. That was Jack Bell. Jack Bell's now at second.
Is that Valdez right there? Great throw, accurate throw.
Guerra just tried to turn on that high inside pitch, but he'll strike out. And now in these, amazing inning for the Sluggin Rebels, as we scored 4 in the bottom of the 6. And now we're up to 9. We were at 3 hits, I believe, and now we're up to 9. But the thing is, too, I think we have 3 errors as well. So, so if we just clean it up a little on the field.
No, it's just stay clean. That's what I'm saying. It's just it's a process. I mean, this whole summer, you got a bunch of guys that haven't played together. Some guys played a lot, some didn't play as much. I mean, you have all different. Some guys threw a lot of innings, some didn't. And now all of a sudden they're all getting to play and trying to figure stuff out. You know what I mean? Together. And the competitions, I talked to most of the guys about the league, and they're pretty impressed with the competition in the league.
Yeah, I think, I mean, like I said earlier, these records, like this is a huge series for us as well, for both teams really, because Haysville has a very similar record to us. I think they're 18 and maybe 13 or so, and we're 21 and 11.
This is a big series.
In these last two series, I think, Haysville, and then we play Hutch.
Yeah.
These last two are going to be
Well,
very
you look at our last three. You had Cheney, Haysville,
now
Hutch.
Hutch.
Yes, that's.
So it's going to be a close game as we'll just take a small little break. So we head to the top of the 7th. And welcome back to the top of the 7th as the Sluggin Rebels now lead 5-3. So we have number 34. It's top of the lineup, Paul Whitman. Up to the plate. He takes strike number 1.
Yeah, Whitman's 0 for 2 with a walk. One of their top hitters.
1-1. Gerard is, you don't really expect Gerard to have that fast of a ball, but man,
No, he
that
can throw.
ball's coming in.
That's what I was saying when you know.
That's why I kind of like him at third.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's,
With that arm.
Great defense. Great. He's got some good off speed. It's like throws a little slider type action. I mean, right there, a late break.
I mean, that's why, as a coach, I always like to have as strong as arm at third base just so he can make those plays over there.
Right.
Because that's what my coach did back then.
They put you there? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was probably the biggest kid in like the 11 under league, so.
Dominated.
Yeah, have the big arm over there. So now it's 2-2. And Whitman would just kind of loop this one. Yeah,
just went with it.
Kind of a half swing, but Bell kind of bobbled it, but Whitman will stay at first. So that'll be a base hit.
But this is one of the things that they've been working on, trying to get that shutdown inning that we talk about every game. It's like when you score, you shut them down, especially when you have a big inning, 4 runs.
Yeah. So a big statement. Yeah, this will be a big statement inning.
Right. And you got a tough part of the lineup because this is the second time let's see. You got Davis. This is the first time he's seen him. I mean, he has seen Mr. Gerard. So
Davis will swing at that one. Nice pitch by Gerard.
He's like you and I are talking about. He's a dangerous hitter.
Gerard. Nice off speed. Gets Davis to foul that one back.
Now 0-2 right here. You don't want to be too good. You know what I'm saying? You got to think as a pitcher. You got to think like a hitter. And a hitter's going to be defensive. He's going to swing anything real close. You just don't want to give it too good a pitch.
Maybe see an inside pitch coming.
It's like he is going.
Young is positioned inside.
Whoa, he has missed.
That one just kind of got away.
That's good out. I mean, he's 1-2. And sometimes that's good because you change it, you're going away, now you come back in. A lot of pitchers, they don't want to go inside because they don't want to hit somebody. I've talked to pitchers before.
That's what I've done. Yeah, I've always liked to stay outside, but usually it's because the batter's always hugging the plate.
Yep, that's
so it's kind of even harder to go inside.
Like that. I mean,
that one almost hits Davis.
Almost got it. Almost got him right there. He turned. Yeah, Davis turned.
2-2.
Sometimes you look at it and go, I can't believe it didn't hit him. I mean, it was that.
Those breaking balls.
Yeah.
They start out, probably at like Davis's hip, and then they come back right inside. Gerard check back. Yeah, what a great what a great previous inning. We bounced back after letting after bases loaded. We score those 4 runs.
That's what we've got to keep going. Still a game left.
2-2, and Davis just hits this one towards center field, but he's just a little too under it. Palmer make the play.
Yeah, I love seeing a fly ball as Palmer. That's
usually if it's Palmer or Jack.
Or outfield.
Or Elliott.
Elliott or Dvorak or whoever's out there.
Guarantee someone's going to try and make a play out there.
That's why, I was telling the team, I said, you guys, I actually talked to the team after the game, and I said, you guys are very special that you guys don't realize we're not even playing our best ball yet. If we ever got it in all cylinders.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's what I'm saying. This season's going to come down to hitting. We got defense, we got pitching, everything, but we got to be able to put some scores up. So that ball's blown away for number 28. That's Austin Warkens. Gerard gets Warkens to take a swinging at half on that one.
And Warkens, he is 0 for 2 with a walk. But he's a dangerous hitter. Saw him have some big hits last night.
Yeah, he's almost hitting 300, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs.
No, he had a big hit last night.
1-1. A little too low. So now it's 2-1. 2-1 count, 1 out, runner on first. Orkins looking to get at least a base hit, anything. What a great hit by Orkins. That one just gets right by. That's what I'm saying.
He barrels it around.
It's right by the first baseman, and Orkins will stop at first, but
yeah, that was a shot right there.
That'll leave Paul Whitman up to the third base.
I'll say little. He didn't have any chance on that.
No, that was a steamer towards Little just had no chance on that one unless he wanted to get, pelted.
Well, and here's a guy that's hurt us right here. He's had 2 hits, Jarbo. 2 for 3.
This is a great spot with only 1 out, so he can at least get an RBI on a pop-up. Great off speed by Gerard. Just nicely lays it in there for strike number 1.
Yeah, like I said, it's only a 2-run lead. So it's not, it can't be a
home run right here just, negates everything. Now it's a great swing and a hack by Jarbo. So now it's 0-2.
Definitely not easy street right now, is it? I mean, we got to get this 0-2.
0-2 with 1 out. Man on third and first. Gerard. Seemed like he tried to get a little bit more inside than that, but
it's a little good out pitch. 1-2.
1-2. 1 out. Jarbo, nice pitch by Gerard. I mean, I think that's what he was trying to do in the first place.
Yeah, try to keep it away from right there.
Jarbo
and slide her away.
Yeah. All these strikeouts so far have been sponsored by Pizza of Noon. We're knowing how Pizza's the Hut.
Well, it's definitely, I mean, you put it on right ahead when the 3 runs, and then the pitching's definitely, and they guys added some big innings. The pitching, unbelievable. Runners in scoring position.
Jaden Hill, center fielder, up to the plate with the light blue helmet.
Just misses spot right there on the fastball.
Ball number 1.
He is 0 for 1 with 2 strikeouts.
And now we're in, like, the spot at batting order where they have faced Gerard as this one's just crushed to right field. And this one's hit right over.
You're
and that's
kidding.
going to be a 3-run home run.
That's how it can change, just like that.
Just like that. Now the Rebels are down by 1.
Shutdown inning eludes us again.
Now it's 6-5 after that 3-run home run by Jaden Hill.
He just got that barrel right out there. He hadn't done much. He's walked and 2 strikeouts, then he hits a 3-run homer.
That is a big home run.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, that's in a big park. He got a hold of that.
So now we got number 8, Max Valdez. But so far, I mean, we still have some momentum.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
So that's going to be strike number 1 for
Well, we
Autos.
still got the 3 innings. You know, it's just we got to figure out how to stop people. That's the thing. We almost got out of it. That's so, you know, and I don't know. The pitch didn't look that bad. It kind of went down and got it.
He
Got
just
it, dropped
right
the barrel.
Yeah, he got right under that
Dropped
one.
the barrel and it just went. Hit the sweet spot.
1-1. Now 1-2. So, yeah, I mean, Gerard's pitched himself a great game.
Yeah.
That was just the one pitch. You know, I mean, that's kind of what happened to Patton, is that one's hit between the third and second.
Yeah, he's just hanging the ball up right there. That was just hung up, especially 1-2 count. That's too good a pitch. And that's a good hitting right there by Valdez.
Another base hit for the Aviators. So now Ryan Webster.
And that's baseball, though. It's like a guy could be 0 for 2. He hadn't done much. And
due up.
And, you know, Webster right here, or Valdez, hadn't done much 0 for 2. But it's the law of averages. And that's what always gets you about baseball. You go, well, is this guy due? Is he ready to hit? Or is he?
Yeah,
And
I mean, there's some games where a 450 average hitter is 0 for 3.
And that's what Hill looked like. He was a little lost today, you know, with the 2 strikeouts and everything. Then he
comes back.
hits 3-run homer.
Makes up for him. Check swing, and we called a ball. 1-1, 2 outs. But like I was saying with Patton, you know, he was pitching great until the very last inning.
Yeah.
Where he gave up, I think, 3 runs and just like 3 hits. He was taken out. Very next inning.
Well, you know, you started off with the base hit, and then the F8, you know, fly out, which was fine, then another base hit, then a strikeout. So you think you're out of it, and then the guy hits a home run. With 2 strikes?
Yeah, it was a 1-2 count as well. We're also facing a 1-2 count.
There you go.
So just look at that one, and that'll be a strikeout for Gerard.
Yeah. He's got to play a 1-run game now.
You just play it inning by inning, as now it's 6-5 in the Aviators' advantage, with Clark Henry up to the plate this time, or Dalton Patton.
No, Henry Patton,
and Palmer are the next 3, and we'll take a quick little break. And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning. So we now have Caleb Hill. Or not Caleb Hill, sorry, that's not Caleb Hill. That was number 16. Oh, that is Caleb Hill. Caleb Hill came in to pitch it. So that's going to be a bunt by Caleb Hill. And great play by Caleb Hill.
Well, yeah.
No, that's a great start, you know. Pinch running.
Yeah.
Or pinch hitting.
Pitch hitting.
And getting a bunt straight off the bat.
It was beautiful.
That's what you want, you know, especially at your leadoff.
Well, and you got a lefty that's going off that way too. His momentum's taken over there.
10 hits have surpassed for the Sluggin Rebels. It's now Dalton Patton up to the plate. As you know, he's going to look to continue that streak of first pitch swings. And what I've seen so far now is that after we got on those,
you got a little banged up there, the catcher.
But what I've seen so far is, we're feeling really loose, it seems like, on those bats. And we're getting more comfortable and, confident to where we're having those first pitch swings and we're making great contact.
Right.
So now it's still 6-5, though. Patton with a 0-1 count. No outs. Caleb Hill on first. Ball number 1-1-1.
It's good to see somebody do that, though. Put it down. That's surprising.
Hadn't thought about it, but laid off. Now it's 2-1.
Like I said, there's one of their toughest pitchers right here, the second best pitcher.
Patton. Now it's 3-1. So now we're in the hitter's count.
Yeah, you hope maybe it's a walk or something. Then you get a runner in scoring position. That's what we're looking for.
No outs, yeah. That's everything you want right now. Especially with Palmer up.
No.
Patton.
See, I don't know.
That was
3-0.
It was 3-1.
3-1. Okay, 3-1.
So now it's 3-2.
But still, that's not a. I didn't think of that pitch was a right down the middle kind of 3-1.
It wasn't right down the middle.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it wasn't. It didn't seem like it was
3-1.
too bad.
You know, you look at. I always tell guys, you ought to drive a 3-1.
And Hill just gets caught in a pickle,
No,
and that ball gets away.
Wow, we got a break.
What a
We
huge
got a
break
break
for the Rebels. Is that's going to be an error on Haysville. And wow. Grade A, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see why Flax isn't happy. That's Coach Flax. He's going to go out and talk to him. All it was an early break, and he went. Is he going to say like he's in the baselines or what? But
yeah.
He's going to see maybe if he tagged him and then maybe on the slide he lost it. But no, it's not going to happen.
Just checking up, seeing what really happened. Seeing what that's what most coaches do too. I mean, they just come out and say, "Hey, what kind of
Yeah, what you see? That's my first thing. If they tell me, "Hey,
quick,
I saw this," and I know they did.
If it's quick like that, and they're like, "Okay,"
but if they sit there and say,
we'll
there
draw
you
a
go.
walk for Patton.
But if they sit there and tell, "Well, I think," or I think this what happened, say, "No, man."
You either know or
yeah,
you either know or you don't really know.
For you future umpires out there, make sure you know.
Don't tell a coach that you think this is
yeah,
what
I think what happened. I kind of saw. I used to go through that and just go. Like I said, I'd walk right out there. Sometimes I go, "What do you see?" And he goes, "Well, I saw him beat the tag. The throw beat him." And I go, tap him. It's like, "Hey, good job."
Yep, it's now.
See, now here's a situation here. You got the first and second, and you got a guy struggling. It's like he's going to have some. Is he having a new pitcher? Who's sticking with him?
He's still sticking with him.
Well, and he probably should. I mean, he's his second best pitcher.
Yep, Ramirez.
And it's Ramirez,
I haven't really talked too much about him.
Now here's a situation right now. I'd like to see Palmer put it down right there. He's struggling as a hitter right now.
Ramirez from Princeton, Texas.
But again, everybody's due, right? That's what you were saying. So there he is.
And that's great.
Oh,
man, that's what we're having trouble with. Is that third
guys
baseline
going
bunt.
down the line. Don't go down the line. Bunt it. I always tell guys, bunt it to the position. Bunt it. Let the third baseman field it. Make the first baseman field it. Just keep it away from the pitcher.
Wow. I mean, if you weren't familiar with the Aviators at all, and you're looking at Ramirez's stats right now, you're kind of impressed with what we're doing so far.
No, that's what I'm saying. When he came in, and I thought at the time when we had that lead.
Get his stats after this at bat. Palmer tries again, but lays off that one for ball number 1. But right now, Ramirez this season 1 win, 1 loss, 2.64 ERA, 10 games played so far, 30.2 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and only 7 walks.
Whoa.
Palmer pulls away from that one, almost hit him.
Yeah.
So now it's 2-1.
But see, the perfect bunt would be right to the third baseman.
Yeah, because it pulls him. Because,
it's just there's no way they're going to get him. And I guarantee you, if he gets it right down there about halfway, he gets a base hit out of that.
Palmer still tries to bunt as that one's going to be popped up. But now he's facing 2-2 counts. So.
Execution, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look at Ramirez's stats. Only 7 walks and only allows 15 hits, and we about halved his stats already just this inning. I mean, these past 2 or 3 innings. But now it's 2-2 of Palmer.
And Palmer can do this. I mean, he just needs to get those guys over.
Any way, shape, or form, he just does not want to strike out.
No, you want to put him in there. And
he's going to try and bunt again, but he'll pull away. Very risky to do a two-strike bunt. But
believe me, I've done that many times, 2 strikes. You know, you got to get that bunt down.
If you're that confident, then you're that confident. But you just don't want to look like you don't want to foul it off and then just strike out like that. Or get it out like that. Still showing bunt. And you look at strike number 3. That pitch was a little outside. Palmer thought it as well, but so now we're going to be called. It's going to be a warning.
He said something to him.
Yeah, it's going to be a warning for
Ramirez. Yeah, I don't know. We can't tell what he said, but when the umpire stops and looks, walks out there,
he gives you that straight eye.
Yeah. Sometimes these guys,
don't really want to mess with that.
They said, "Hey, go sit down" or something like that. You don't need to say that. But Palmer struck out 3 times tonight. Yeah, here's Little now. He had the big hit. He had the 2 RBIs, I believe, or he had the big RBI. There's 1 RBI there, going to the right side.
You feel. I mean, looking at his batting stance, he feels very loose. He's cocking that wrist back.
This, like I say, there's big situations that we come here. These, and our guys just have to. They've been doing it all year. They've been in these situations all year.
Are we at 2 outs? I thought we were at 1.
Yes.
That was 2? Or do we have 1? We have 1, right?
So, no.
So we have
I thought it was a double steal, maybe?
Yeah, and Patton just gets stuck at first, and it was a little bit closer than it should have, but Patton gets thrown out.
Well, I think he would have been thrown out if it was a double steal because – it was a pitch. We're just self-destructing in this inning by not executing.
You just did not want that as Patton. I think it was supposed to be a double steal, but the catcher caught him real quick.
I think they were ready for it because
he immediately jumped up, and then Hill didn't even move.
Yeah, and I didn't even know if Little tried to protect him or whatever.
As Hill gets this nice little blooper, this might drop. But it won't.
It dropped in his glove.
Yeah.
I guess, unfortunately.
And that, it was kind of a weird inning. And, with Palmer, Palmer's so close to laying down those crucial bunts, but just couldn't get it.
And that's one thing. I mean, every guy, every baseball player, especially playing with bats, has to learn a bunt. And I know guys don't want to do it and all that, but I'll tell you, when it comes to a game like this.
It's a team sport.
Well, it's always been a part of the game. Yeah. And, people have gotten away from it. Again, I don't know if it's coaches in college that say, it's not that important. We're just going to swing away. We don't want to lose it out.
Yeah, because they think bunts are not going to get you to SC top
10.
But it'll get you the win.
Believe me, I've been battling this as a coach all these years as a hitting guy, how important. I had a guy at Fringe University. He was first-team All-American. He probably had, 20-some bunts during the season. He'd probably bunt once a game. The thing is, he got on, had 30-something stolen bases. So, I mean, it's kind of a deal where you just, it's a part of the game. And when it comes to a situation like that, you need to be able to put that bunt down. And and the thing is about it, Jared, everybody can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just got to work on it.
Yeah, I mean, I see that. I would expect Palmer's probably frustrated after fouling off those 2 because he was already trying to bunt when it was full count.
Yeah.
And he had 2 strikes, and if you don't really know baseball, if you have 2 strikes and you bunt and you foul it off, you're out.
Well, it's just like I used to talk to my good friend Paul Santagorski. He was a coach. He's a hitting coach with the Marlins. Back the organization, Washington Nationals, and all that. When Juan Pierre's there, he'd meet him every day in spring training at 6:30 in the morning, whatever, and they would sit there and he'd just throw buckets of balls on bunting because Juan Pierre was a speed guy, and that's what he accepted that, and he just throw.
Yeah, but I mean,
Juan Pierre had a pretty good, maybe 15-year career or something like that. He played for a while.
Yeah, I can't remember what. I mean, obviously he played for the Marlins, but I can't really remember what that name sounds so familiar.
Yeah, no, it's probably a little name from the past.
In my head right now.
Yeah, but I mean, he was a speed guy, and he could.
0-1. Great hit. That was number 5. That was Chance Pollard, but You know, Easton Elliott's there to make the play.
Good job. Yeah, Pollard's 0 for 4. Davila,
He hasn't done too much. I think
he's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. But like I said, at what you and I have seen before, he could have 2 strikeouts and be a dangerous hitter. So,
yep, it was Jaden Hill who taught us that lesson. He's the one who crushed the 3-run home run to put the Aviators up by 1.
Yeah, he's just coming after him now.
This is great right now for Gerard. I think he's just trying to get out of this.
Yeah, he's just coming.
You know, 0-2 count.
I'm sure you're a little.
Yeah, but just like that, that's a strikeout. That's a strikeout for Gerard. Now with 2 outs. Now we're at the top of the order.
And it's at 9 strikeouts, but the top 3 hitters have not struck out yet. So I mean, that's how dangerous those guys are.
This would be a great start right now.
And that's what started off that last inning was the leadoff guy right here.
Paul Whitman's been pretty good so far today. So we'll lay off that one. Ball number 1.
And this is his second time of seeing him.
4-0. Whitman, and like I said, Easton Elliott, that speed makes an amazing play.
Wow, great play.
Great play by Easton Elliott. And that great play in the field, sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. And just, wow, like, that's what I was saying earlier. You know, Easton's kind of nice to have at that shortstop when Gerard is out.
Yeah.
Or he was out of the lineup at the beginning of the game because he has that speed. So he can get over that and get a nice play. And what a, over.
Well, and he had the arm to get it over there quick, too. I mean, he was going away. He was going towards third base.
He made that throw. I mean,
so that's a play like Derek Jeter used to make.
Yeah. I was going to say it was some Derek Jeter, but I didn't want to get too confident on that one. But, I mean, what a play by Easton Elliott. And with that, we head to the bottom of the 8th, and we'll take a quick break. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th as Sluggin Rebels still down by 1. Seems like, Jackson Young now up to the plate. Kind of untucked his jersey a little, A little untucked jersey swag on right now.
I guess is how it is.
Yeah, I don't know. 1-0 now for Young. He drew a walk earlier. That's what Jackson Young needs right now.
Just get on base. Needs to get it on base like he did before.
Ramirez gets Jackson to foul this one off, and I think she's going to hand him new balls. It's kind of a weird one. Does it just not want to throw him back, or does he want to talk with them?
I don't know if the catcher kind of got hit or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell. Deflected off him.
That was like, I think it was the second time that's happened.
Yeah.
So
that's what they do to give him a little time to get it together.
1-2. Young, great layoff. Doesn't swing at that outside pitch.
That's close.
2-2.
I said a lot of those pitches are too close to look at. I always say
we probably had like 3 or 4 chances where it's like, wow, I can't believe they laid off that one. Jackson Young pops that one up out of play. Still 2-2. Young's been great so far this season defensively. And he'll foul that one back, or not back towards first baseline. There's always all these foul balls are sponsored by Central National Bank. Yeah, Young is just trying to get something going even this season, just in batting. And he'll look at strike number 3.
right.
Just can't look at that one. That
No.
was a nice,
especially on a fastball. I mean,
yeah,
that's one of my pet peeves when you just look at a fastball strike because.
especially as a hitter, you just get mad about that.
Well,
you
I
know?
think because you're guessing you're in all speed or something like that, but if you got to sit fastball so you can react to everything else. If you're thinking of a curveball or off speed or something,
if you're thinking fastball and you see that ball coming in slow, then you can change it to an off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean, well, I played Little League, so I was always expecting fastball. But even when I was on travel teams, same thing. You always expect fastball.
And here's Elliott. I mean, Elliott's done his job. He's gotten on base 3 times.
Great, discipline so far shown by Elliott as he takes a nice little. That's what we're saying. Elliott's bat swing, he's quick.
Yeah, he takes some big cuts though, man. For a little guy, he doesn't. It's big cuts.
See, it just kind of hits the bottom of the barrel.
Wow.
Now get through the shortstop has had himself a.
Yeah, it had that little spin on it.
Yeah.
But that's 4 times he's on base.
That's a hard hit ball by Elliott.
It'd be downs in there, but I mean that's he got on base and. Well, here we go with our top of our lineup. Bottom of the 8th.
That was a shocking error by Tommy Davis, though.
He's saved already 2 runs probably for us. For them. And he's just done a great job for the Aviators.
Micah Dvorak, who's done pretty good so far, leading off for us at the top of the order.
And it's a tough situation right here because you got to get him on second base, get him in scoring position.
1 out. Look at another ball. But,
Maris doesn't seem real happy out there, Just.
But, this has been great play discipline shown by the Rebels
this
entire game, it seems like, as Dvorak kind of pops that one up.
Whoa.
And the catcher would try and make the play.
Wow.
What a play, but that was number 1. that was Isaac. Or no, that was, sorry.
It was like a sack, but it was a swing and bunt.
That was a. Excuse me, I'm trying to get. That was a Valdez on that one.
Yeah, that's
great turn.
I was hoping they'd take
Valdez.
that hop, kind of for it to stay down. But it came right up to him, and he made a great play. Showed some athleticism. Okay, here we are. So here's the.
Jack Bell.
Jackson's got to go with that pitch.
Takes a cut at that one. Strike number 1.
You got speed out there, right out there, in situation.
Elliott at second. Bell is just looking to, get something because even a ground ball that gets right by.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That.
Elliott is going to can turn that into a run and tie the ball game.
You just want to tie this baby up.
Now it's 1-1, and that one.
I think he was trying right there. He's trying to go that way. Just didn't let the ball get deep enough.
1-2. Thought they said that was a foul tip. I was like, oh, he would have been out. 1-2. Sounds a little too high for Bell.
This thing, Sluggin Rebels have a lot of speed.
That's why our defense is so great.
Yeah.
If we had some advanced stats we can look at, as Jack Bell hits this one, but that'll be foul towards the third baseline.
Coach Jones over there.
Great play by Jones.
Looks like he can still play the game, doesn't he? That was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Flip over, strike right to the pitcher.
2-2. 2 outs. Man on second. Bell, ooh. Takes a high swing at that one. That'll be a strikeout for the Aviators. And now we head to the top of the 9th, and this is these are just the games we need to win. Even
Yeah,
these close
that's an
ones.
important game, and I mean, it's still.
We say this even again. They don't care how close the games are. They really care about the wins and losses.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, we'll head into the top of the ninth, and I'm pretty sure Gerard is still out there. So we'll take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the ninth, as it's still 6-5. So we get a first hit swing, and they'll be fouling out very close. Foul towards the left side of the field.
Yeah, Guerra had some early game. He was pretty busy over there at third base. But he is playing the line over there. That's what you got to play. Nothing down the lines. Playing, we call it no doubles.
0-1 count. This will be, I believe, this is going to be Tommy Davis. So you always try and get Tommy Davis out.
He's 1 for 4 with that big double in the first inning.
So he takes that big hack, kind of falls out of the batter's box. Now it's 0-2 for Davis. Davis trying to loops that one up, but try and make the play. As
I thought it was foul, but
yeah, I thought that was a foul, but I'll call him safe.
Wow. Because I mean, I thought it was foul, but and Guerra played it. You're supposed to play it anyway, but I thought it was foul where the ball was.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the replay on this one.
Yeah.
Pops that one up, and
was he?
It looked like I thought Guerra made the play. Even Did this pop up?
That's a tough play right there.
Well, I'm called it fair.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it. So here we go.
He showed bunt and called for a strike.
Warkins 1 for 3 with 2 scores, a walked and a base hit. This is his third time facing him.
1 strike. Is that a pass ball?
Wild pitch.
Orkins,
That's a wild pitch right there.
Yep.
I was going to say, yeah, he'd have no chance on that one. But he did get the runner over to second. That's the thing that he was wanting to. Now he'll probably be swinging, trying to look for something to pull because I've seen him pull the ball pretty well.
Great spot for Orkins. 1-1, no outs. So yeah, if anything here, we'll just advance the runner.
Trying to keep it to a 1-point game.
He'll step off the mound, take some time. 1-1. Orkins will pump that one up towards center field.
You ought to be able to move him.
And Palmer just wasn't really in position, to
come
get
around
that tag up, So I mean, great.
You got him
pop
over.
Up.
And and that's execution right there. He did a great job executing, getting the runner over.
Now we have 1 out, and Then we got Alex Jarbo.
Jarbo right now, he's 2 for 4 against Gerard. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
1 ball, 1 out. Runner on third is Whitman. Another outside pitch. Called ball.
You know, it's tough. It's a weird game because, you know, we had our best pitcher on the mound early, you know, Hewitt, and he definitely didn't have his stuff, but I thought we had enough to, you know, we tied it up and went ahead. And
then next inning we just got rid of that one. That's going to be another, you know, bloop. And, Elliott almost made a great play on that one, you know. That was very close.
Jack must have been way back there.
Yeah. I thought Jack would be right under
Yeah.
that and then be able to
Said hung
make the,
up, I
make the
thought.
play.
That's a base hit, but just, you know, some luck right here. That's what that is.
Now Haysville leads 7-5. Yeah, that's just, I mean, those ones are awesome play by Elliott. He just lost it right as he was sliding.
Yep.
And that ball almost got away from Jack Young. 1 ball now. And Jaden Hill.
Yeah, Hill was the guy that did the damage in the 7th inning with that 3-run homer.
Looking to do some more damage, especially against Gerard.
Especially after he struck out twice earlier.
Yeah, that was a.
I mean, just like that, you know, just
That was a nice hack right there.
Yeah, I mean, but he had 2 strikeouts and a walk. Then he comes up and that, what do you say, 1-2 count, whatever.
It was a 1-2 count. And
yeah,
just got right. I mean,
Just
he wants
got
his,
under,
he looks like he wants his little pitches.
but hit over 375.
1-1 and it's 1-2. 1 out, man on first.
But that's just the breaks of the game too. You know, he puts Jarbo puts the ball up in the air, and I thought we had a chance to get that. But of course, the infield was in too.
Yeah, 1-2. And great swing and miss by. That was Hill struck out. So now 2 outs with a runner on first. Strikeouts brought to you by Pizza of Noon.
This Valdez, he had the big hit too. He's 1 for 4.
You can still be 1 for 4 and make a big impact with that 1 hit. 2 outs for Gerard. So that ball's a little too low. Get just ever so slightly gets away from Young.
Yeah, right there. Young just needs to hold it. He doesn't have a shot at him. Just hold it, and you don't want it to go deflect. You don't want the ball to deflect and go somewhere else where he gets the third. He's doing a good job though defensively back there, isn't he? I mean, our catchers have done really well.
I mean, you know, say what you want about his hitting, but man, his defense behind the plate has been phenomenal. I mean,
well, and he's going to be a better hitter. I mean, he's going to get better.
Yeah,
I guarantee he will.
1-1.
Just got to work out some kinks and stay positive and.
I mean, that's the thing I like about Young. He stepped up, and Balin Sorensen, when he had to leave, and he has great communication between every pitcher. It seems like, as that one's fouled back.
I mean, and that was the big thing about Sorensen. You go back to him; he was, probably one of our best hitters, possible MVP player that we lost. Had hit a 3-run home run, then the next day he's gone. Yeah. So I mean.
And that's just crazy. That's just how the league works. And
right. That's just how, just things happen, unfortunately. But you got to coach what you got here. You know what I mean? I never, as a coach, I never sat there and worried about players I didn't have. I got to worry about the guys that we do have.
Yeah. So now it's 2-2 after an outside pitch just didn't go the way you wanted it. Gerard just trying to get out of this. Trying to minimize the 1-run damage. Great pitch by Gerard to get out of the inning.
Slider away.
Yeah, Pizza Hut Newton strikeout.
I mean, if you just look at Gerard, he made really one mistake pitch, which to me it wasn't that bad of a pitch. It's just that
He was sitting on it. It seemed like he was just sitting on it.
Yeah, more of a defensive flip. You know, it's kind of like remind me kind of like Kirk Gibson, the old Kirk Gibson thing. He just dropped the barrel and had that ball go out of there. It's kind of what it reminded me of right there.
But yep. After that, the Aviators now lead 7-5 after a fly out. And with that, we'll take a quick little break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the ninth. This is Ethan Guerra. I mean, this is the person you want up to the plate, being down 2.
Yeah, Guerra's got to figure out a way to get on base.
Yeah, it's now took a good cut at that one, but 0-1. Another.
And Guerra does the right thing, gets out of the box. 0-2, man. Get
a little breather. Just
no, and you get a quick 0-2. Look at the pitcher. He's ready to go.
Yeah. Guerra. Great layoff by Guerra on that high one. He's been, I mean, those are the two he's been swinging at.
He has a very good eye, And
great pitching so far by Ramirez. So that's fouled straight towards us.
It's all about adjustments, and I'm sure that's what, Guerra knows that. I mean, especially where, he was in high school, in May, so playing the playoffs in high school. Now he's out here playing with the college players.
1-2, and Guerra. Well, it seems like it's going to be popped up a little too deep as the left fielder make that near the warning track.
Just got a little under it. He gave it a good ride, didn't he?
If it was at the start of the year, that would have probably been gone.
Yeah.
Because we had many of those. It looks like it's just got too under it, but then it would just leave because of that wind early in June.
Let's see Caleb get on. You got to get somebody on.
Caleb Hill was the one who started off that 4-run.
Right.
He pinched hit and bunted. That was a great momentum getter. It's now 1 out for Caleb Hill. And kind of an awkward swing on that one, trying to just swing at that strike. Now it's 0-1.
I don't know what the umpires.
Let's see. Caleb Hill, nice gapper right there by Caleb Hill.
Caleb Hill is.
That'll be
that's how you go the opposite way.
Stand up double.
See, that's how you go the opposite way right there. You go with the pitch, and he's pitching him away, and he just went with it. Great job by Hill.
That super double is sponsored by Midway Motors of Newton, your Chevrolet, GMC, and Buick dealer for every mile of life. And yep, that's what you want out of Caleb Hill. He stepped up pretty big so far. So now we got Dalton Patton up to the plate. And Patton's had himself a pretty good game as well.
Right. Patton's.
One out. I mean, that's also a thing. Patton's feeling really
loose.
He's
had, 2 hits.
Yeah, but he's been
walk.
swinging at first pitches. been swinging at all of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, very aggressive. We're being very a dead red type of team lately.
So look at 2 strikes now, but that's the thing about swinging at the first pitches. I mean, if anything, you already face an 0-1 count, and then just like that, he's looking at 0-2, and now he strikes out.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said again, it's different philosophies. Sometimes you want to make the pitcher work a little.
And is this going to be?
Yeah,
Palmer's now to the.
Palmer, he's 0 for 4 with three strikeouts, and we're definitely hoping that he's due, like we were talking about.
He'll swing at first pitch. Strike number 1. I mean, that's the thing too. It's just like, it's this late in the game. You got control. You got to take some time to look at your pitch. And we're swinging.
Well, and the pitcher's working fast, and we're right with him. You notice that?
Yeah, we're trying.
Look at him. He's on the mound. Ramirez does a good job. He's setting the tone. He's out there. Give me the ball. He doesn't move much from the mound. So I mean, but get him off there.
1-1. Great
good.
Eye by Palmer.
Good eye right there.
But yeah, like you're saying, if you're Ramirez, he's ready right now. Just step out of the box, try and mess him up or something. Palmer swinging another outside pitch.
Yeah, that was way outside.
That was 2-2,
and I'm pretty sure they'll probably come back to that. That pitch.
Yeah.
He's been struggling with that. And it's just adjustments that the young man just has to make right there.
We'll see. Palmer fouls that
Fouled
one
it
back.
off. He's battling. That's what we want to see.
Especially out of Palmer, yeah.
I think any hitter right now, in the situation you want to be, just you want to get on and pass it on to the next guy. 2 outs, it's been done to come back.
Next person up is Jack Little. So, I mean, Palmer can get on Jack Little with the walk-off. I mean, that'd be amazing.
Who knows? Who knows?
That'd be amazing for Jack
Especially
Little's.
tonight. I couldn't predict this game tonight, can you? I mean,
I did not expect it to be like this. It's been a game.
I mean, he came out, just didn't have his A stuff that he usually does, and league leader in ERA, and just struggled a little, but he was good enough to keep us in the game.
Palmer will strike out, and now end the game for the Newton Sluggin Rebels. As your final score is 7-5. I mean, look at the spreadsheet. I mean,
it's too many strikeouts. I mean, right now they're just not putting the ball in play.
I mean, we got 11 hits. It says. I mean, but we also had 3 errors. But
12 strikeouts.
12 strikeouts, but with 11 hits. It's kind of a weird, combo. But I mean, I said earlier in the game, Hewitt, he stepped up after he gave up those 3 runs. And like we said, it just cost them.
Yeah,
we got him right back, but then one fatal pitch.
Yeah, no, I mean it's just a tough situation, right? Because the Sluggin Rebels need this game, and now they're going to have to really do it the hard way. They got to win tomorrow. They've got to beat Hutch, and they've got to do something. They have to come out with some fire. Come out with some fire, especially, and some urgency. And like we were talking about, I look at that game. A lot of it was execution. You had to. I mean, it was one pitch. I mean, if you look at it, it's one pitch there by Gerard, and I mean that got them ahead. But then that didn't lose us the game. You see what I'm saying? We lost the game. We had the base loaded. We had runners first and second.
We had so many.
We had opportunities. Yeah, we had opportunities, and that's baseball. And the thing about Haysville, even though they were down a couple, they got guys on and they got the big hit. And that's just baseball. And the only thing we could do is come back tomorrow and come out with some urgency. And, because we're trying to get to the NBC World Series.
Yep.
And, again, what I told them last night, we have not played our best baseball yet. And it's hard to believe we played this many games, but we haven't.
Counting up how many we left on base because let's see, I'm at 7 so far.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Let's see, 8, 9, 10. We had 10
Yeah.
runners left on base this game, and that's just going to cost you.
Well, and we were looking so good. I mean, we were looking. I mean, especially what you brought up early. You look at the score sheet. You got the 3 runs, and then we were just shutting them down all the way to the 7th, and we did a great job. I mean, just.
Yeah, we just had that one. I mean,
Hewitt came, and then Gerard did a great job, and we were 2 outs. It was 2 outs again, and that's been our Achilles. It's 2 outs. 2 outs, people score on us. Shut down innings. Wouldn't you say that? I mean, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean,
you've seen it, and it's something that you just got to focus down. How do you stop it? And that's
what I feel like. I think we should. I mean, if we do make the World Series, we can make a great run.
Yeah,
because we have it all there. It's just we need to execute.
Well, I think defensively we're there. I think we've got pitching. We've got, but the offense has just got to. I mean, you can't have 11 strikeouts. I mean, against Cheney that first game we had 18, and we played him July 3rd, and then we got better, and then we kind of fell back with. This guys have to put the ball in play.
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen so far is just we're losing so many close games. I need we'll probably count up some other time. How many times we've lost by 1 or 2 scores where it was just right there until like the very end.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's just.
Well, I don't know. It's just a tough situation that we're just going to have to fix tomorrow. We will be back. Well, not tomorrow, but Saturday.
Yeah, I think starting today, every other day we have a home game. So we'll be ready for that. We're also thinking of playing. Live streaming those Hutch games.
Yeah, so we've got all that going on, and then we'll, like I said, I won't say a whole bunch of baseball left, but we've got enough that it's pretty important that we play our best ball. And, and I know Coach, I talk to the coaches, right now it's, Coach Jones and TJ English out there, and they're doing everything they can to get the guys motivated, but it has to be the guys that want to do that. Like the bunting. You have to want to put that bunt down and move the guy and pass it on to them. And once you get that kind of attitude, I'm saying, philosophy going and pass it on to the next guy, then you're a team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so tough right now, and
it's frustrating. But we don't need to dwell on it right now. I mean, we're going to have Jack Bell come in here. He's been a shining light, that's
Jack Bell has been great for us so far.
Right. Yeah, he's going to be coming in, and he's going to be the Bethel College player of the game as soon as he makes his way up here. I don't know, do we need to take a break right now?
Yeah, we'll just take a quick little break right here, and we'll get Jack Bell up here as soon as we can.
Okay, sounds great.
With that might do it for me. But,
No, I want you to come back on. Yeah, like you do the sponsors.
Do the sponsors.
We got to do that. That's pays the bills, right? Isn't that what they say?
And with that, your final score was 7-5 in Haysville's favor. But with that, we'll take a quick little break for your Bethel College player of the game, and we'll be right back.
Well, here we go. It works, right, Jack?
Looking good, yeah.
Well, I have Jack Bell with us, and it's a guy I've really enjoyed working with, talking to you and everything else this summer. And Jack, I know it's been a frustrating game right there, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and we'll get into that because we're both trying to cool off, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Give us a few minutes, we'll be all right.
Yeah. So, but, you know, we want to talk about you. It's the first time we've had you here, man. I've been waiting to get you here, man. And, you know, and I think you're very deserving. You've been one of the hottest hitters.
Appreciate it.
But let's talk about you and talk about, you know, we got fans out there and a family. I'm sure you got family and everything
Yes, sir.
out there.
Yep.
They all watch our games. And
Oh, yeah.
And so let's talk about you. Where are you from?
So I'm from Andover, Kansas.
Okay. And
Not too far from here.
Okay. And what school?
I went to Andover Central High School, but I'm at Coffeyville Community College right now.
Okay, what year?
I'm going to be a sophomore.
All right. And what are you going to major in?
Oh, I'm going to get my associates at Coffeyville, and then once I get to a 4-year, I'm going to major in exercise science or kinesiology. Haven't quite decided yet, but hopefully after that I'll go on to PT school and be a physical therapist.
Well, let me ask you on that 4-year deal. Are you looking more for the baseball side of it or a combo or just where you, I mean, or the scholastic, the academic part?
Yeah, so the main thing for me is scholastic and academics. I mean, baseball plays a big part in that.
Right.
Like, I'd want to go to a good program, wherever that may be, but at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to get my degree and become a man and get my own job. So.
You got the big picture there.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's talk about some of your hobbies. What do you like to do? What's Jack, you know, when he's out on his away from the baseball field? What do you do?
So I'm a pretty chill guy. I love fishing, going to the river, throwing a line in. I'm big on guitar. I play guitar since I was in fourth grade.
What kind of music?
Oh, hair metal, country,
yeah,
you
okay,
name it.
wow.
I'm about it all.
You have to send me, you know, let me have, I want to listen to you sometime, man. I'm an old drummer, you know. I'd like to hear some of that, you know.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I've been working on the electric guitar lately the past couple years, working on some solos, listening to Def Leppard, Poison, Motley Crue.
Oh, wow. That's some good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. Favorite type of music right there.
Well, and I'm sure you got an impact from these people, your parents. Now, who are they?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you learned a little music.
Oh, yeah.
but who are your parents?
Big time. So my mom is Kristen Bell, and my dad is Brian Bell. So,
all right. And about your brothers and sisters, siblings?
Yep. So I got a brother. He is going to go to Emporia State, be a senior.
Oh,
He's going to major in primary education. And my sister is going to be a senior in high school. And don't know where she's going to college yet, but I'm sure she'll figure it out soon. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Seems like the Bell family, they got it together. They all kind of know, you know, what there's going on. You know, you had a pretty decent college. I mean, last year, first year, whatever. And anyway, we'll get more into this. But some of the awards, I know you played football. In high school, and so when it came down to what you wanted to do, what was it? Was it a tough decision to? Because I'm sure you probably had some scholarships, probably for football and stuff.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I love playing football. I mean, I played it junior and senior year, and it was a blast. I mean, loved playing it, but at the end of the day, I was just like, I just don't think I'm a football player. Yeah. Like, I don't think my body is big enough for it. So I was like, baseball, I love baseball. I could go to the field, work on that all day.
Well, I remember that was the difference. Like with me, like I look at the clock in class, and I couldn't wait for school to get over with.
Oh yeah,
football's kind of like because I loved the football game. Friday Night Lights. It was nothing like Friday Night Lights.
Nothing like it. So much fun.
Yeah, but you know, I wasn't like real thrilled in football practice. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but
but
that's how I knew. Okay, what's your favorite team?
For
sports team.
Sports team. Well, I've always grown up being a Chiefs fan.
Oh boy,
Kansas City
Chiefs.
Huh? Oh, it's been running in my family for years.
Yeah,
well, I was born into it.
I got a very good friend that's a Denver Broncos fan. And, so you don't like them, do you?
Not really. No, Russell Wilson. Nah.
It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to watch.
And now, who is your favorite athlete?
Oh, that's a tough one. I've always liked Bobby Witt's growing on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do like Bobby Witt. Good player. He's young and he's inspiring.
Yeah, no, I like Joe. I'm not a Royals guy, but I enjoy watching him.
Oh yeah,
Yankees guy, of course. But so what's your personal favorite athletic moment?
I think it'd have to be state our senior year of baseball.
What was that?
I think that was a good time. Well, we didn't know how we were going to be, and we ended at the season 22-2 or something like that, and we made it all the way to state championship and faced an MLB prospect. His name was Ben Cadurna. He's in the Royals organization right now, and that was just just fun seeing that level of play,
Wow.
facing guys like that.
Well, and I think you're going to have some more personal favorite moments how you're
Oh,
playing.
yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's the special person that you'd like to spend like 5 minutes with? It could be anybody. Who?
Anybody. I'd have to say CeCe DeVille. He's a guitarist from Poison.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just learn some of his tricks.
Would you like to jam with him and stuff?
Oh, yeah. I mean, those guys are just inspiring to me how they play.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've always been a big music guy.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to music all throughout the day, and it's just what I do.
I'll tell you, growing up in Art, Kansas City, the music got me through a tough time.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
What I mean, talking about, just listen to music, chill.
Yeah, I mean, it just
stuff like that, just getting through.
Produces a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Helps you out, too.
It does.
Yeah.
What's your dream job besides baseball?
Oh, probably. So I'm debating between either being a physical therapist or like a chiropractor kind of deal. I mean, I've always loved, for the longest time I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I hurt my shoulder playing football, and I went to physical therapy, and I was like, I like this. It works with the body, and it's interesting to me how the body works.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love to help people out, see their progress. And so.
Yeah. Do you help to talk to some of the players or anything sometimes when they – I was wondering, they go, my shoulder. Do you
yeah,
know,
I know. It's fun. It's fun to see how much I do know. I haven't got quite into detail down on anatomy and the physiology of the body, but I know a few things, and it's fun to point things out.
Well, let's talk about the Sluggin Rebels. You enjoying it, being here this summer?
Oh, it's a great time.
Well, I'm glad you're here. And,
oh, yeah.
And, you and I talked earlier in the year. It's kind of I'm sure you don't mind me saying at the first of the year you didn't start out well.
Oh, not at all.
And
no.
I know we had a talk, and I'm just saying it's just and I'm not saying it's because of my talk or anything, but I think what I enjoyed talking to you about it, you're very coachable. You listen.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And you made some adjustments. And I would say I could tell, as a coach, you could tell a player something, but it's up to them to make,
Yeah, to make a change.
I can't. You're going to do that. You
yeah,
know?
for sure.
So anyway, I was very pleased with you and how you've been. You've been one of the hottest hitters. You're the leading hitter on the team, and so how have you done that? We talk about you might tell how people how have you made that adjustment? How you've made that change?
Yeah. So at the start of the season, we all know wasn't very good, and you came and talked to me after the Derby Twins game where I struck out maybe 2 or 3 times. You talked to me about my approach, and I was like, yeah, it's probably one of the biggest things because when I was striking out, I was too aggressive.
Right.
And I was jumpy to the ball, so I didn't let it get deep, see it well out of the hand. And so one of the biggest things for me after that game was shortening up and just being on time and just having a good approach. See, I like the fastball middle of the way.
Right.
It's always been one of my favorite pitches. And so, and you talked to me about the shoebox.
Right. Yeah.
And getting it in that zone. Because I know my zone well. I know what I can hit and what I can't hit. And so I like to be patient. And if I get the pitch that I want, then I'll take a swing at it. But once it gets to 2 strikes, I just have to protect.
Right.
Just put the ball in play to the best of my ability.
You've been amazing. It's and then the thing with you got speed.
Yes, sir.
You're very fast. And you just need to get on base. Make things happen. Your defense is unbelievable. You have great defense. And
thank you.
So you're a very well-rounded player. But, making that adjustments – just like I said, not everybody want and you know what I'm talking about because you got teammates or not here, but I'm sure just that it's tough for them to make adjustments. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over, and you want to go and and like I said, tip my hat to you because you made that adjustment pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
yes, I know we had to talk and everything, and I saw a guy that. I know you weren't happy.
Oh, not at all, no.
And I know, man, this guy's got to be a better player than that. And, and I didn't know you well and everything like that. And I said, I got to talk to him,
Yes, sir.
But the thing is, you did the work, man, and you and whatever you're doing now, you're doing some great things. I watch your approaches now. It's a great approach. I don't see I don't see you getting off of it that much. Swinging at bad pitches.
Yeah.
And if a guy gets you out, that's basebal.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of it.
It's part of the game.
Well, let's talk about the team. So, what do you think about the team? What do you? I know you enjoy it here, and we had a frustrating loss.
Yeah.
We blew the lead and all that, and it basically was just one pitch. And it's frustrating.
Yeah.
How do you guys handling this?
So, love the team. I love the guys. One of the favorite things I like about this team is how we play together in our chemistry. I think everybody likes each other, and we're good for each other. But like one of the things, like you said, about handling this is just, you can't let your emotions get the best of you. I mean, I know it's hard losing those games, but at the end of the day, you can't hang on to it.
Right.
You got to take the positives out of that loss and figure out how you can better yourself from it.
Right.
And I do that for myself, and I'm sure the guys do it for themselves as well. But at the end of the day, it's just that's baseball. It's
Right.
just
Well, you learn from it and you move on.
learn from it and
know,
move on.
I know as a player, it's completely different than being a coach because I'd be up till 2 in the morning sitting in a rocking chair thinking, what can I do?
Oh,
But, as a coach,
there's
but as a
nothing
player, it's not like that.
Yeah.
You might have your bad games or something, but but you you have to turn it. And like I said, you're going to have another game, Saturday?
Yep. Yeah.
So you got to
back
be ready for that.
One off day, yeah.
So what do you see? We have these guys again Saturday. I know you're going to come after them.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got Tough Hutch.
Yeah.
And then we finish up the season, and then hopefully, we're going to be playing in a tournament. It looks like. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so when you look ahead this next week, how are you going to prepare? How are your guys going to prepare? What have you guys talked about?
So we just got to play our game at the end of the day, and just playing for each other, I think, is the biggest thing. I mean, you can't get. For me myself, I've always been a big team guy, and I can't play for myself. I can't hit just for my average. I can't hit just for me. I mean, at the end of the day, we want to move runners. We want to get them. We want to bunt. We want to move them, score them, and just small ball. And if we're playing for each other, can't really hang your head about that.
Yeah, and that's what I always coach the philosophy of. You do your job, and then pass it on to the next guy.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Be a big, hey, if I have to move the guy over, come on, let's, you root for him and stuff. And that's how a team, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to hit a home run all the time or something like that.
I mean,
because you'll be disappointed if you're doing that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't care who you are, So anyway, well, let's talk about now. Of course, you don't have a host family.
no, I just live in Hanover.
You live at home and stuff like that. So, but. I mean, we never did say anything. I'd say hi to your folks or anything. Did you want to say anything out there to anybody?
How's it going, everybody?
This guy.
Good to see you guys.
Very impressive young man right here you guys have. Well, here, I'll tell you what. I want to give you this. You are the Bethel College player of the game.
Appreciate it.
There you go.
See? Thank you.
There you go.
Looks good.
And like I said, I'd like to see you back up here, and we got these few games. And if there's anything you'd like to tell people or tell the fans, we got a big fan base out there. Yeah. Because I know you like it here. You probably want to come back, don't you?
Yeah.
See,
of course.
Guys, we want guys. That's one thing. If you notice, Cheney. Those guys have been back 3 years and stuff. They got all those guys, and that's what we're trying to build here. Yeah. It's like a family type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing some of those guys my junior year of high school. And I see them again when we're all this year. I'm like, impressive.
Yeah. So anyway,
family.
So Jack Bell is our player of the game, and Jack, we're happy you're here.
Yes, sir. I love being up here.
And hopefully that everything turns out good for us this week, because that's what I'm banking on.
Oh yeah.
So
big week upcoming. So.
All right. Well, I'll let you go ahead and see if I do this right. There you go. Hey, we're back. Jared, Mark, and not what we wanted today. It's just disappointed. It's like Jack said, you guys are disappointed. I had that lead, but I also been in the game long enough that I realize that is baseball. And you play to the last out, and one swing can change a game. And that's what happened with their guy there getting that 3-run home run. But I don't know, what did you see in the game? I know you were talking about Hewitt didn't have his best stuff, but he battled.
I mean, what I saw, it was just decision-making, really. I mean, we had some mental errors, like saying the double steal. That got us kind of caught up in just small errors. And, we had great pitching for the most part. It was really just the first inning, and then the one hit by can't remember his name right now.
Which one, Hill?
It was Hill, yeah. It was just small errors that cost us the game, I think. We battled back after being down 3-0 in the first inning. went ahead, got the go-ahead, and then we just couldn't shut out on that final inning to, you know, seal our deal.
It's frustrating. I mean, it's
Yeah.
frustrating because we knew this was a big win. But, again, we'll have to get one back down the road here this next week. It's the way I look at it. It's definitely not over. So, anyway, I know you want to talk about something to finish up here.
Yeah, I just want to read out some of our sponsors to in the broadcast. You know, the Sluggin Rebels would like to thank this season's partners and sponsors. Without their support, college baseball would not be here in Newton, Kansas. Thank you to the Colonel Tim Mahler and family, Peyton Paw, attorneys at law, Pizza Hut Newton, as always, Midway Motors, Bethel College, Dillon's, the John Oldham family, Curtis C's Diner, Shamrock Car Wash, Central National Bank, Roofing Services Unlimited, the Carl Hodges family, B&B Lumber, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Graber's Ace Hardware, Arby's, Applebee's, Ray Roofing, AutoZone, and Bumper to Bumper. Oh, yeah, we still need to fix that. AutoZone, Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts of Newton.
We will fix that.
Reality Connections, Jalipsy's Meats, and Interest Bank. A special thank you to all of our host families in Newton and in Wichita for opening their homes and hearts to these college baseball players for the summer.
Hey, and I want to bring up something. We're still, even though the season's coming down to the end, we're still looking for host families for the next year.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're starting now. We're not going to start like Mr. Jim and I were talking about. We're not starting until in May or in March or whatever next year. We're starting out so we can get a good list of them.
Yeah,
so,
I remember. I forgot. I don't know if it was for the SEL, but we did have a host family. Like we were doing that.
Right.
I forgot what player it was, but I think it was actually for the NBC tournament that they held down there. So it was pretty cool. Tonight's game has been a production of Sluggin Rebels Baseball. On behalf of the entire Sluggin Rebels staff, we thank you for watching tonight's game and invite you back Saturday night, July 16th at 7 p.m. when, you know, Sluggin Rebels take home the home field against the same Haysville Aviators in the final game of the series, which will be a big game for us.
Yes, definitely. This is very important.
These last couple series will determine whether or not I think we'll.
Yeah, if we, you know, it's like,
We
the
also have
people
the
just want to
tournament.
know that's what we're looking for, the NBC bid, and when they look, it looks like to take the top two teams, and then we'll have a shot at a couple more teams maybe, and we're trying to be one of those.
It'll be first responder night at the ballpark, so I mean it should be a lot of fun. We'll see you then. And what's going on with the first responders? You know, what events are we doing?
No, I don't think. I know we got a whole big plan at $2 fee. I know Mr. Jim's telling us what $2. Mr. Jim's over there. Yeah, $2. General admissions, whatever. So you come on in, everybody come on in and have a good time. It's supposed to be a good crowd. And again, a lot of promotions going on. Mr. Jim's right on top of that. So I mean, we'll have some fun.
Okay. I mean, that's really it. I mean,
all right.
Good night from Newton, Kansas, and Klein Scott Field. And we'll see you guys later.